I've made Fortnite documentaries about some of the biggest names on the internet. Today, we are going to watch these players and creators react to the videos that I made about them, starting with the GOAT of Fortnite himself, Clix. And a young Cody Conrad sat his dad down at the kitchen table and told him that he was ready to drop out of middle school.
Ew!
For almost any other parent
Look
in
at
the
that
world,
kid!
this would have been a very
Who is that?
no. However, just a few days before they had this talk,
I look so much different.
14-year-old Cody had won $162,000 from playing Fortnite.
I look so sexy now,
the kid that would go on to be one of the world's richest
Oh, look at him.
teenagers,
Look
most
at that guy.
successful gamers in the world, and a massive content creator, started right here. Cody Conrad, also known as Clix, was born January 7th of 2005 in Connecticut, where he got into gaming
Did homie
at
just
a
leak my
very
house?
early age.
What the?
5 years old, I got into video games. I didn't have a PC, but my brother, which was at the age of I think 13 or something, he had a PC that I would always sneak into his room and just play Call of Duty Zombies. First game I ever played was Minecraft, and then I realized that my dream is to become a professional gamer.
But there was only one problem.
I'm so sexy,
you couldn't
dude.
really make money
I'm so
off
sexy.
of professional Minecraft, whatever that really means.
I sound so good now.
But luckily, just a few years later, a brand new game was about to come out that would capture the hearts of kids and adults alike. And it was called
Fortnite.
Fortnite is drawing millions of players.
Fortnite Battle Royale dropped in
There, 6 months,
September
bro.
of 2017, and it was a smash hit. And a young Clix saw this as an opportunity.
Fortnite did not ruin our
Minecraft,
situation.
and I knew there was no
Our
way to
generation.
necessarily make money off of. And I saw Fortnite, and I had confidence that Fortnite will blow up, and I could possibly make a living or a career out of Fortnite.
The issue is, Clix didn't have a PC yet. Keep in mind, he is barely 13 years old. But
Damn,
he
yeah.
knew that he wanted to be a pro
Man,
gamer.
I love 13,
and
dude.
so
I
he
miss
needed a
my
PC in his
13-year-old
mind. So what Clix did
self.
next would change his life forever. He
I miss my
approached his
13-year-old
dad
self
with
a
an
lot.
offer that he couldn't refuse.
That
He
sounded
goes,
bad.
Dad, he goes, if you buy me a really neat computer, I could do so well, I could be a pro gamer, I could make so much money at it.
So
Dude, look at this. Look at my. Look how much I changed. Look at the form. You see, I just realized I just wasted a pause. I just wasted a pause on this.
I promised him that I'll be able to make the money back.
I do not look the
within,
same. I do not look the same. Shut.
And he made a contract. He made me work with him for a little bit, and also try to make money from what I told him
Oh,
I
that's
could
me
do.
and my sister.
They even signed a contract, and Clix
My
got the
dad.
computer that he always dreamed of. And he got right to grinding. Within only a few weeks, he was already making money.
Shut up.
And then 2.5 weeks later,
Why
he
you
says,
leaking
"Dad,
my
Dad,
crib?"
guess how much money I made, guess how much money I made.
Look at this
I said,
small crib. I was born. Yo, I was born
check
in
this
like
out. So I looked at the
literally
PayPal
no
account,
money.
he made
Like,
$1,035.
bro, like this house is the smallest. Like, look how tiny this house is.
I'll be
And he
2.5 weeks later,
Look at this, bro.
Dad,
Look at this shit, bro. I'm telling you, bro. This is yeah. Living like this suck, bro. Like actually, $30,000 a month. My dad was making like, yo, how are you only making $30K a month, Dad? Like, no offense, like, god damn.
Dad,
Not bad.
guess how much money I made, guess how much money I made. I says, I don't know, $200? He goes, no, check this out.
All right, no pauses left, my bad.
When he made $1,035 in 2 months.
I'm joking, Chad. Shut
and
up.
although $1,000
Shut up,
isn't
shut
enough
up.
to live
I'm
off of,
joking.
this was a
Oh my
very big
God, I'm
amount of money
joking,
for
like-
a kid who was barely 13. And this was all through wagers. He hadn't even begun to play in professional tournaments yet.
El
At
ego.
the same time that he got his new computer, Clix also started his YouTube account, and his first ever video was uploaded
Wait,
on
I can believe
April
you post this on the
21st of
React channel.
2018.
Low key.
And it's titled "Amazing Build Battle."
This
in
would be a fire
Fortnite.
vid.
And
I think we
shows
do
off
that.
just that. A build battle.
I edited this, by
in
the way,
Fortnite.
chat.
No talking, no music, or anything at all. Just you, your thoughts, and some pretty sick builds. But hey, every creator has to start somewhere, right? And not to worry, because the next
I
video
edited
that
this
Clix would
montage too. Let me know
upload,
your guys'
Fortnite
thoughts.
solo win montage smiley face, 15 kills, has some smooth lo-fi beats on top of it, so clearly he's a fast
Watch,
learner.
watch. I edited
And
this.
just by watching these videos, it's clear that Clix is way more talented than your average 13-year-old Fortnite player. And when I say a lot more, I mean a lot
Really?
more.
You mean
and
that?
Clix wanted to show off these skills to more
Thanks,
people
bro.
than just all the wager kids that would pop into his streams. But luckily for Clix, there was a huge Fortnite tournament coming around the corner where he could do just that. The Fortnite World Cup was announced on March 25th of 2019. This event was one of the biggest tournaments in esports history. 10 weeks of qualifying rounds with a $10 million prize
That's
pool,
a W pause.
and then on top of that, a giant LAN tournament in New
My
York
bad for
City
pausing.
with an additional $30 million prize pool. That's $40 million in total, which of course is a massive opportunity for anybody, let alone a 13-year-old kid. Of course, an opportunity like this would make anybody excited to have some fun, but it was bigger for the young Cody. He knew that this was his chance to prove all of his haters wrong, and also prove to his dad that he meant what he said when he said he was going to be a pro gamer. In February of 2019, Clix was still very unknown.
The fact that this was against
his
Bucky is
channel
crazy.
had only just hit 1,000 subscribers. And here's his montage to celebrate that.
Yep, I edited this, by the way, chat. Cornered.
Need a light for the ideas. I'm in the splash zone with the brain waves. I shoot for stars up in my aim is straight. I lay in the sand line in the...
Luckily enough for Clix, however,
Yep.
he ended up connecting with a duo named Skeptic. Skeptic was in one of the biggest gaming
This
organizations
video is good.
of this
This video is
time
pretty good.
called
So far,
Misfits
they're
Gaming.
on.
And when they
they're
were
good.
getting ready to try and qualify for the World Cup together, Misfits decided to offer Clix a
Skeptic!
contract so that they could represent both halves of this dynamic duo. Apparently, the contract seemed too good to be true for Clix.
We'll pay you $2,500 a month just to be on Misfits and play with Skeptic. So my 13-year-old self is way. I'm in 8th grade. This is sick. And my teeth look so good. Sign that. Didn't even read it. I'm gonna be honest. Like, glazing
Oh,
myself. that was like stupid, but like they never f me over.
However, aside from that, he
Stop
officially
saying something made
joined
me.
the org on April 5th.
I made him.
Right before the first week of the qualifiers for
Skeptic's
the
the homie. I
World
love
Cup. And these qualifiers were the biggest tournaments that Clix or Skeptic had ever competed in before. Before this,
Trim their
Clix
hour.
had played a few cash cups like the Share the Love Cup and the Blackheart Cup, but those were tiny compared to the World Cup. And Clix knew this, so he put his heart and soul into the first week of qualifiers.
The fact that I was running
and
double
he placed
minigun, look at this shit.
83rd on NA East.
I know, that was my
Although
first- that
this
was my
wasn't
first one,
probably the
chat, my
placement that
first
he
week.
wanted, he still played.
I never thought I was gonna
incredibly
qual,
well
I
for a
can't
young
lie. I
kid
just played it 'cause I was
who
bored.
playing in their first massive tournament.
then I became the
But
GOAT.
instead of giving up, he got right back into the game and competed in the Week 2 qualifiers with his duo partner Skeptic. Skeptic was already very well known in the Fortnite community at this time.
Damn, look at
as
his
he had blown up
views.
on Twitch and YouTube after killing Tfue on stream, and this highlight video now has 10 million views on YouTube.
Damn. Amazing quality we got here. No, you
Following
weren't,
that video
Yoxic.
blowing up, Skeptic regularly received millions of views on his videos. He was really an overnight success. Clix and Skeptic duoing together seemed
Skeptic
like a
wasn't.
perfect
What is
match.
Skeptic doing now?
Two
Crypto?
of the youngest pro Fortnite players, both in the same org. It couldn't get any better for the two. And so they went into the World Cup Week 2 qualifiers and managed to get a second
NFT
place
shit?
on NA East. This meant the two of them were going straight to the World Cup in New York City, no matter what else happened in this competition. And on top of that, the young players earned $4,000
Do I sign them to
each,
exit?
in addition to the $50,000 guaranteed they would each get from attending the World Cup. But Clix didn't stop there.
Oh, yeah, he didn't
Qualifying
stop,
for
did I?
duos was
Nope.
great, but he wanted to qualify for solos even more. And Clix did just that.
Yeah, I did.
In fact, throughout the 10 weeks of qualifiers, Clix would technically qualify for the World Cup 5 times. 3 times in solos and
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just so everybody knows, I qualified 5 times.
twice in duos. By the time the qualifiers were over, Clix had already won
Call me 5X.
$22,250 before even setting foot in New York City. And because of the success in the
Shut the fuck up,
qualifiers
Chip.
and duoing with Skeptic,
maybe I am qualifying
his
warrior.
social media started to get more
Okay.
attention as well. After all the World Cup qualifiers were over, Clix was regularly getting tens of thousands of views on his YouTube channel, as opposed to when he was just getting a couple hundred before. The World Cup finals were set to be held in the Arthur Ashe Stadium in New York City on July 26th, 27th, and 28th of 2019. This was Clix's chance to prove to everyone just how good of a
Give us a
Fortnite
month.
player he was. And those 10 weeks of qualifiers all led up to this point.
We want to introduce you guys
Sundown
to the players.
and
So we
Balla.
will have the first group now
Wait.
taking the stage out there. And in that group, we have Crimson
Yeah, I
Spades,
understand.
Clix and Skeptics, PF Zin and Nyx, Artgram and Falconer,
I have Aura.
and then Lenon and
I have Aura.
Tyler 15.
A lot of people
I
are
have Aura.
keeping their eyes on Clix and Skeptic because Clix's rise throughout the Fortnite World Cup online
Aura,
opens
here's 4
has
months.
been meteoric. A lot of people are wondering how is he going to perform on the stage.
First up was duos, and Clix and Skeptic were going up against the best of the best, not only in America, but in the entire world of Fortnite. And after a stellar performance in the qualifiers, they were definitely a team that everyone else was looking out for.
Just frosty as shit on my mongrel.
Unfortunately, however, the team didn't do as well as expected, and after the 6 games were over, they landed in 35th place out of 50 teams. Although this placement was a little bit disappointing, he was still going home with a whopping $50,000 just for participating, which
I don't want to see this shit. I can't lie. I don't want to see this shit.
That's a massive amount of money for anybody, let
watch
alone a 13 or 14-year-old kid. Luckily enough for Clix, he
Shit
also
gets me
qualified for the solo tournament, which would take place the next day. This gave him an opportunity to make up for the low placement from the day before, unlike his duo Skeptic, who had only qualified for duos with Clix.
A lot of huge names. Of course, we'll start with Tfue.
You have the 2 young warriors out of Clix and Epic Whale, known for taking walls, taking names, and pressing forward, doing everything they can to stop their opponents.
Yeah, absolutely. Clix, one of the players who has fully qualified for both solos and duos.
Clix managed to place an amazing 18th in the solo finals, which earned him $112,000.
By the way, I would have got minimum top 5. I remember this play like it was fucking yesterday. I was shadow bombed, right? I was in King's box, fully flanked behind him. He had a 5-5-5, fucking stacked as fuck. Shadow bomb behind him, chat, right? My pump hit a 37 with a fucking combat. 37. And he had 2 traps and double trapped me, and I just died in 2 seconds. It was the most saddest shit of my fucking life. If I killed him right there, it was a top 5. Because I was already good mats. I just wanted to get a kill. Would have got top 5.
To almost anybody in the world, they would have been ecstatic overcoming 18th in the Fortnite World Cup. But Clix just knew he could have done better.
Just be so sad, bro. I really just threw this.
I'm so mad, bro. I should have got top 10 easy. I got 11 points with Holy fucking shit. Bro. Oh my god.
However, when all was said and done, Clix went home with a whopping $162,000, which, like I said before, is a massive
you can't be mad at that, but like,
especially for Cody, who was just
I heavy summoned this kid's
now.
box and shit on him.
However, not everything at the World Cup had gone exactly to plan. And because of this, just a few hours after the solo World Cup games ended, Clix tweeted out that he would be looking for a new duo partner, shocking many of his fellow players. Mega, another really popular Fortnite player at this time, replied to his tweet saying, "Why'd you leave Skeptic?" And Clix simply responded, "I don't think we fit as a duo, Mr. Mega." And it didn't seem like Skeptic took the breakup well, as his tweet felt a little passive-aggressive. He tweeted out, "I split with Clix, looking for a new duo that believes in teamwork and chemistry." Someone in the replies to Skeptic's tweet said that Clix was clearly someone with a big ego. They said, "This was obvious, guys. The day they qualified, Clix started egoing Skeptic, and everyone claimed Clix carried. No one wants to be in a duo with that toxicity."
All I'm gonna say, bro, I'm gonna say this right now. I fucking agree.
At a high level in future events. Skeptic replied with a simple TY and a heart emoji. Whether it was because of this feud or not, the whole situation was messy enough that on July 31st, Skeptic left Misfits entirely. And Clix ended up wishing him well on the replies.
Lil dude. That's so egotistical. I said I called him Lil dude.
Or if it was just a coincidence. But one thing is for certain, I don't think these two are going to be duoing anytime soon. Following the World Cup, Clix returned home to Connecticut.
Yo, me and Crim's Spades were so good.
We sold grands. After the World Cup, his life was never going to be the same. There was no way he could go back to public school after becoming one of the biggest Fortnite
pro all the girls were on me, bro. I couldn't go back.
8th grade summer was World Cup. That's when I made 170 grand, and my dad was like, it was super convincing. Like, I had to really convince him that like this is the right decision for me to do online school, not fully drop out.
Thankfully, Clix's parents were very supportive of his gaming career, and to be fair, he had just made hundreds of thousands of dollars, so I'm sure that helped convince them. So now that Clix is entirely freed from going to school, he can get back to doing what's really important, figuring out who he's going to play with in the next Fortnite tournament. And luckily, Fortnite was about to switch from the boring duos to a very new, fun, and exciting trios game mode. So because of this, everything was shaken up, and everyone was looking for a new team, not just Clix. So Clix decided to play with some more veteran players, Spades and Crims, during FNCS Season X. The team was very quickly successful with a first place win in Heat 4 and a 7th place finish in Grand Finals.
Hey, we got first in the week though in the qualifiers.
In the game, Clix
60 grand. 60 grand before y'all say qualifying warriors. 60 grand
as well.
No way, the qualifiers were 60 grand. That's fucking disgusting.
Averaging 10 to 15,000 viewers, and sometimes during tournaments they would reach up to 40,000 concurrent viewers. It was clear that Clix was very quickly becoming one of the biggest names in Fortnite. On June 27th, 2022, however, Clix posted a gift of a contract
what
signing,
the fuck are y'all saying fall off?
That he would be these motherfuckers are to sign with another org. First, this sent people speculating all over the place.
All bots? All right. Yeah, I guess it's bots. Like,
convinced that this new org
I guess you could bot likes on fucking Twitter.
They had a history of hiring Fortnite pros who had large followings online, so it made sense. And with Clix being one of the biggest players in the world, and FaZe being the biggest org in the world at the time, it kind of seemed like
of course, you guys fucking know.
However, we still didn't know if this gift meant that he would be signing with a new org. For all we know, he bought a new car or a new house or something else you had to buy with fancy papers to sign. But then, Stable Ronaldo posted a tweet showing that Clix had removed Misfits from his bio.
As you guys, nothing.
This pretty much confirmed that Clix would be leaving Misfits. And sure enough, on July 1st of 2020, it was announced that Clix would be joining
the fact that I know who Shaq was before this announcement video was
kind of insane.
You think you could call him that favor for me?
Yeah, I got you, bro.
Pretty, bro.
Thank you so much, bro.
We just signed a new player and we need you to announce him.
For real? All right. Anything you need, Benji. You know I got you. Love you, baby. NRG.
Yo, Clix. Welcome to the family.
Damn.
Yes,
I was a fucking throat goat, dude.
That was the Shaquille O'Neal, like the basketball guy, that one, making a Fortnite org announcement.
I can't believe Shaq announced me.
I was just as shocked as you guys are. And
I had no clue who the fuck
Shaq
was.
Things just got even better for Clix, as he hit one of the biggest milestones that you can hit on YouTube. Clix hit 1 million subscribers and dropped this montage.
This was tough. I wish it was longer.
Would also move into the NRG Fortnite house with Ronaldo, Unknown, and Edgy.
Welcome to the NRG house. I'm NRG Ronaldo. We have Clix, Edgy, Unknown. Let me show you around. Let me show you around the house.
But
hey, this is the time to be alive.
The content house doesn't mean he's ready to give up the pro gaming side of things. On that same day the house tour was uploaded, Clix got first place in a Trios Cash Cup.
That's the same in the box, dude.
And Macwood.
Real
in
shit.
addition to the Fortnite content,
dude.
in this NRG house, Clix and the boys made a ton of IRL content as well, which they uploaded to the NRG channel. Riveting videos like Ronaldo helping Clix and Unknown and their beef. This was the first time that Clix really dabbled in IRL content, because a majority of the videos on Clix's YouTube channel were all highlights and
I was fat.
Other than the occasional live event vlog, this was the first time we really got to see Clix and his personality outside of playing the game. And
bro,
surprisingly,
I saw someone write in my com, bro. Yo, me and Bucky are chill as fuck. I just wanted to get my V-Bucks that he owed me, bro. Like, homie, we're always chill.
Enough, his off-stream personality was almost exactly the same as his on-stream personality.
We got Clix over here.
I want to be honest with you, I'm my fault.
Dude, you're risking your, your life.
What are my tree trunk legs? Thank God my legs are nice as fuck now. Look at this shit.
Just know I'm dead.
For the Instagram likes.
And wins going towards me.
And I think this is a big reason why people like Clix so much, because he seems actually genuine. When you watch his videos, it doesn't feel like he's putting on a character. He's just genuinely himself. And the numbers reflected this.
Wow.
He was pulling an average of 50,000
I didn't even know that.
in his time at the NRG house.
What?
And in November of that year, the entire NRG team would make a move over to the West Coast. Keep in mind, Clix is just 15 years old doing all of this.
Stay in the box, bro.
Homework or something at
Stay in the fucking box, dude.
Playing professional Fortnite and traveling across the world.
I love you, bro.
It was crazy.
Oh my
Clix
God.
was so young during all of this, of course, his dad would come along.
Oh my God, bro.
I'm the NRG housemaster. I'm the guy that goes around and empties the garbage. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm doing some food tasting. I'm making sure these are quality chocolate chip cookies for these gamers.
Scotty, bro.
I'm surprised your son is a superstar because you feel like you were made for the camera.
The fuck?
Anyways, in the new house, the NRG team continues to make 2021. Clix got 3
Oh,
first
man, I
place
missed that crib.
rankings
That
in
shit was fun as
professional
fuck.
tournaments. This would include 2 Cash Cup wins and the first DreamHack Open of 2021. And he didn't get those wins all alone. He didn't have a set duo or trio. He played with some other huge pros, however, during the time, like Day, Reed, Wavy Jacob, Bizzle, and even Booga, the World Cup.
Booga!
And in addition to winning all these pro Fortnite
What?
tournaments, the content just kept coming.
Piston.
Clix started his second channel called More Clix on May 21st of 2021.
Damn.
And guess what this channel uploaded?
What?
You know, more of Clix. Honestly, there isn't much of a difference between More Clix and Clix's main channel.
Yes, it
But
is.
hey,
So
I'm not
much.
complaining about getting more Clix content. Throughout 2021,
All
Clix
right.
would start to collaborate a lot with fellow streamer Somerset.
That's baby
Playing
right
with
there.
a girl streamer
In the
seemed to
months.
be really good for his numbers and really
I
good
didn't do it for my
YouTube
numbers, bro. I did it because I liked
Clix
her.
would upload plenty of videos
She's
like
a queen.
these.
I was the bully in high school. The thing about me, I was like small as shit. I wanted to be big as shit.
I thought you were the Yeah, okay, I know what you mean.
Content did really well, and honestly, I think the two are really entertaining together. Comment.
All I'm gonna say is Ron always tells me how bad he thinks Somerset is, bro. He call me. He's like, bro, I don't. You fumbled, and like she's actually so cute. So Ron, stop fucking saying that email in my chat, bro. We know we know you used to be into it, bro. Stop fucking lying.
Down below if you think
Yep.
that Clix should be with Somerset or if she's
Every
better
day.
off with Blake.
Yep.
For Clix, things were going
Why would he just say that? Wait, what the fuck did this guy? All right.
absolutely amazing in Fortnite. He was performing well in the game and in content creation. And the next step for Clix was to follow another passion outside of Fortnite,
Remember when she was with
which
Save
just
It?
happened to be clothing.
Or Eclipse
So
It?
on November 12th of 2021, Clix would
Damn,
take
those are
another
the days.
massive step in
You know
his
how
career
parallel-
by
Yeah,
launching
Jeff.
his own clothing brand, Dreamin'.
Hell
and
yeah!
this wasn't your average
Oh, I can't, bro. Our next job's gonna be fucking
this was
fire.
something way more elevated, and it was like a street fashion brand. It was really awesome. And
Sadie
the first
drop.
collection
Ron, you're
absolutely
actually
popped off.
you
Within
actually been
just
around,
2
bro.
days of the
He said it's
shop
fire
opening,
fuel.
They had already
It's not good
had
fire fuel, by the way.
2,600 orders. To be honest, I even have 4 or 5 Dreamin' shirts myself.
Did
so
he
Clix,
just
if you're
put a
watching this
Dreamin'?
and want to send me a free shirt or two, just let me know. Anyways,
Listen, I'll send you a shirt if
clearly,
you put
2021
a
was
picture of
massive
you
year
with
for
it.
Clix, but 2022 was going to be
This is not an ad.
bigger, I promise. And a big part of this was because Clix was about to make the biggest announcement of his entire career.
Give us 6 months.
On February 22nd,
Wait, what announcement did I do?
2022, Clix announced that his contract with NRG was officially over. And a lot of people in chat thought that he was joking. So here's the official Twitter post for
Damn.
Fortnite. This announcement was massive for the Fortnite community. Clix had already
Damn.
been with NRG for 2 years, but one of Clix's best friends, Ronaldo, had just left NRG, so people sort of suspected it and thought it made sense.
Wait.
So now Clix was a free agent. He could join any org that he wanted to. Or maybe he'll make his own org. Maybe he'll even spend a little time as a free agent
Hey, Steve.
and find himself as an individual. However, people didn't have to speculate for very long because 2 days later, Clix would announce his future plans.
What about like a new energy duo?
Wait,
hold up. Are you saying today's the day?
Oh, this was tough. This was tough. Ron, why? Ron, I know you're the biggest fucking energy hater, but like, this is tough. This video was fucking tough.
Yep. Clix re-signed with NRG.
No, it wasn't.
Basically,
you
fooling
literally
all
know it
of us.
wasn't. It was such a good
I
video.
mean, honestly, he definitely knew he was going to re-sign with NRG the whole time, but at least he got to have some fun announcing it and get everyone in some suspense.
Jones
After
this season, bro.
resigning, he moved into a brand new content house in New Jersey with Bucky and Day in July of 2022.
I mean, it was just really.
Hey, you missed Derek, bro. Where's Derek?
Leprechaun! Holy go! Run! Go get him!
Anyway, the team continued
I think
to
so,
make
bro.
IRL content for the NRG channel, while Clix was making amazing Fortnite content on his personal socials.
Ron, you're a hater.
Since last time I saw him, so I'm a little nervous.
or no?
What the?
Nah, into a brand new house on his own, totally separate from NRG. And clearly, he was doing pretty well for himself this time.
This
because
house
his
is my favorite.
Was apparently worth over $1 million.
This house is my favorite.
And guess what? He was still humble about it.
Alright, so this is my room.
Humble
This is the
cap.
master bedroom. I don't want to sound spoiled, but obviously I'm
Clix still the same, but as Clix got older, his
Am I
content
humble,
did as
chat?
well. And some of the videos he was putting out weren't exactly family friendly and advertiser friendly. And this would get him into a little bit of hot water with
Wait,
his
what?
org NRG. And on top of
Cap?
that, Fortnite as an esport was dying out.
Oh, the Andrew
I mean,
Tate
Fortnite
shit.
as a casual game was big then, was big now, and will probably be big forever, but the esports scene had sort of died out a little bit. Because of this, a lot of orgs were dropping their Fortnite teams altogether, and NRG included. Clix would actually leave NRG this time on January 26th of 2023.
Wish crack. I think we're, you know, no longer
going into more detail.
Issue with Fortnite orgs is honestly like no orgs make money. I'm gonna be honest, no Fortnite orgs make money right now because Fortnite isn't really org friendly. So
why is Yaxi on the screen?
Like Energy's paying me like my salary was a ton, and it's like they can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? Like if Fortnite's gonna any sponsors, they can't afford. They can't.
I don't even know who's on Energy anymore.
Energy's decision was 100% right. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't, bro. They were just paying me a salary out of their pocket. They were just losing. Now my salary was
no one. Oh, they should have Valorant.
The highest in the Fortnite by far. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they were just losing money. What they did was smart 100% because they're not making any money off of me, off of the sponsors. But let's just say
Sabnap. I mean, do they even do anything anymore? I swear every single Minecraft person got canceled.
Family friendly. Nick A30, bro. I'd be flowing in.
Had finally left. Unlike the last time, he didn't just say psych and resign. For the first time ever since before the World Cup, Clix was a free agent. But
oh my god, I'm like, what
Clix
the fuck?
Didn't have an org didn't mean he was going to stop making content. In fact, leaving NRG barely seemed to affect him at all. Shortly after Fortnite announced the new Central servers, Clix moved down to Texas, more specifically Dallas.
Homie just put up Fortnite POI for
and got a $5 million apartment. And just a reminder, Clix is still a teenager. He had just turned 18 at the time that he got his place in Dallas.
The new Dallas place. Servers are
not about as good as they could for a young Cody. However, in April of 2023, things would take a turn for the worse. Tragedy struck and Clix's account was banned, allegedly for teaming.
Chat, I'm banned for 2 weeks. If you guys don't know, this means that I can't play the FNCS, the Grand Finals, and I also can't play the
This shit sucks, bro.
In a month. So that means I can't go to the LAN event. That means I can't go to the LAN event.
Me and Senna would have won.
And I basically can't play for the next 4 months for FNCS.
This ban was a devastating blow to Clix's career, especially since he had just moved to Texas to play Fortnite, and nobody wants to move to Texas for no reason.
What did you say?
Facts. In 2 months.
Texas is dumb.
Clix goes on to show the exact
This is so
match he got
fucking
banned
dumb. This
for,
was so
and
dumb.
Honestly,
He's telling me to get the
think
loot.
The ban is kind of
Like, he's
messed
literally
up. I know this is like a whole year later and it doesn't really matter anymore, but hashtag free Clix. Anyways, this whole thing was because of a stream sniper that was messing with Clix. Toward the end of the game, the stream sniper drops a pizza for Clix, and without thinking, he picks it up. Then the stream sniper
without thinking, no, I thought of the pizza and I picked that shit up.
In his elimination from the game. This shows how much of a problem stream snipers are for the pros like Clix. Not only are they a nuisance, but they can completely ruin people's careers. Unfortunately, because of this, Clix wasn't able to get his ban lifted, and
the fact that they kept their mouth shut
made a
is
triumphant
insane.
return. Although Clix was super excited to be unbanned, he still wasn't allowed to compete in the May FNCS of that year. Because of Clix's situation, Epic ended up changing the rules later on, so now players with a 14-day ban are only prohibited from 1 tournament instead of 2, but unfortunately that rule didn't exist until after Clix had to miss 2 FNCSs.
Cap.
At somewhat of a low point now, having just moved to a new place and not even being able to play the game he loves, Clix was finally allowed to return to the competitive world of Fortnite. And luckily enough for him, he got back just in time to play in the FNCS Last Chance Majors on August 20th of 2023. Him and his new duo Epic Whale placed 4th in North America, guaranteeing them a spot
didn't even type yet. It's
land.
insane.
Unfortunately for Clix and Epic Whale, however, they didn't have the best performance at Copenhagen, but it was still awesome to even qualify. While Clix was banned from Fortnite, he got to explore even more IRL content creation than he had before. And it turns out he was really good at it. Some of his IRL videos, like surprising a fan with their dream gaming setup, got 3 times the views of his normal Fortnite content.
I'm just as skinny, bro. Felly, why are you saying that? Felly, I'm just as skinny. Yes, I am.
Why are you moaning? So even after Clix got unbanned from Fortnite and went on to play in Copenhagen and more, he continued to make these sorts of videos, and eventually things went back to normal. But, of course, this is Fortnite YouTube. People are always grinding and coming up with new ways to expand their brand.
Agent Jeff.
So, nothing stays the same for too long.
Agent Jeff,
On October 10th, 2023, Clix was about to make the biggest announcement of his entire career.
Jeff.
On a daily basis, I probably consume enough green juice to power all of Dallas, Texas for at least a month. I run around 5 to 10 miles a day for exercise.
Jerk off to
green juice to
de-stress.
stay focused.
Jerk off to
de-stress.
And Fortnite.
For fun.
Anyone saying shit video?
After
you guys know this is the best video. You guys know this is the best fucking video.
Clix
Shut the fuck
finally
up.
made his announcement.
Shut the fuck up. You guys know this video is so good.
majority share in access.
And anyone, hey, you guys know this was the literally best video that fucking anyone has ever dropped for an esports announcement ever. Shut the fuck up. I have an ego for it. I'm saying it.
This was a massive move from Clix, and honestly, one that we've
I know you guys
never
are on
seen
dick because
before.
you're trying to fuck around.
Some
but shut the
pros
fuck up.
like Lachlan will end up making their own orgs after they retire, but straight up buying an already existing org and putting yourself on the roster is pretty unheard of, and quite the power move by Clix. It's only been a couple of months since Clix joined Xset, so not a ton has happened with the org yet, but I'm super interested to see where this partnership goes.
If Muzz, Trashy, Ritual, and Edgy win this fucking tournament, I make fucking $5 million, bro. And I promise you, Muzz, trust me on this. I will give you guys split 100K if you win. I promise. I fucking promise. I promise on everything. I got you.
And I'm sure that they have a ton of fun stuff planned for all of us.
That's it.
The craziest thing
It's a
about
lot of money. I'm a
Clix is that
businessman.
he's
The fuck?
accomplished everything that we've talked about today before he even turned 20 years old. And as of making this video, he just turned 19 in January. So
dude, I'm
no
a fucking
matter
teenager.
what happens
How
next,
crazy is
it's
that,
clear
chat?
that
Hey, good video, bro. This was actually a tough video, Timmy. W fucking man, dude. W fucking man. This was a good video. This was actually a good video.
All right, for this next one, guys, we have a special treat. We are going to see Alex and his org owner, Lachlan, react to the video that I made about Alex called Fortnite's youngest pro player. This is the youngest professional Fortnite player of all time. From being banned for competing underage,
you got
becoming an
banned!
FNCS champion,
Wait, hold on.
This is the banned for competing underage.
John Cena tweeted about me? I don't know much about this Fortnite kid, but why does Alex kid get banned? This Alex deserves to be banned.
Wait, Ninja tweeted about me.
No way this
Clix.
young guy got banned. Why? These all did not happen. It's funny too because they changed the dates randomly as well.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
I just got that. Got that reach.
You got that clout, man. Jeez, that's crazy.
Age to becoming an FNCS champion, this is the
my boy
entire
right there.
story of Alex. Alex Richmond was born August 9th, 2008.
Oh, we got the
in
same birthday
country
month.
of
Let's go.
Australia, with
Are you
an
in
older
August?
brother
Yeah.
who inspired him to play video games and two loving and supporting parents. Alex was able to
Bro,
start
the
gaming
Photoshop
from a
is
very
crazy
young age.
here.
Lucky enough for Alex, his older brother was also into gaming, and
Older
he was
brother.
actually the
I've
one
met
who
Alex's
introduced
older brother.
Alex
He is
into
a G.
Fortnite Battle Royale.
He actually is a
Alex
G.
not
Yeah.
only enjoyed playing the game,
Flush Factor, that was your
but
favorite
he
joke,
was
right?
good.
It
Like,
was, yeah.
really
That was
good.
favorite joke.
Alex was even embarrassing his own older brother by carrying
Whoa.
him anytime the two would play.
Okay. Okay, come on.
What's this random? Just went from that to just going
And
crack.
absolutely destroying him in any 1v1.
Wait, they're just rolling clips of me just being the guy.
Because of Alex's early success, he decided he wanted to play the game more seriously. And believe it or not, even with his young age, Alex started playing Fortnite competitively all the way back in the World Cup days of early 2019. And if you're good at math, you'll recognize right away that if Alex is only 15 years old today in 2024, then in 2019, he was at best 11 years old.
Oh, dog!
If you didn't know, the minimum age required to play competitive Fortnite is 13.
No,
This
bro.
would later
Oh,
become
naughty
very
boy!
problematic
This brings
for
back
Alex,
memories,
but
man.
We'll talk about that controversy later. Because for now, we need to talk about the Fortnite World Cup. This was a
So
huge
good.
event held in New York City.
This is when
the
you got your
best
last
of the
earnings.
best in Fortnite, with $40
Was it?
million
Maybe.
in
Oh, no.
prizes
Winter
available
Royale.
and over
Yeah, Winter
50
Royale.
million players trying to qualify for the main stage in New York. Just qualifying for this event earned you $50,000. To this day, this is still the biggest esports tournament of all time. And Alex,
if it
he
is.
wanted
That's
in.
why Dota
So
beat it.
from that moment on, he knew he
26
wanted to
pump,
be a
not looking
professional
good.
Fortnite player. And he did whatever it took. So he started grinding every single
We've
day.
seen this
He
clip before.
wanted to get into the World
Yeah,
Cup,
he's running
and
back.
nobody was
Yeah.
going to stop him. However,
That is true. I did
after
wanna
1 week
grind
of
for the World Cup.
qualifiers, unfortunately, Alex didn't qualify.
But I was
then after
shit.
week 3 passed,
Qualify?
week 5, and week 7,
No, I was
Alex
really
sadly
bad.
didn't get a
Wow.
qualifying spot.
You
and get
actually
to
washed
travel to
back
New
then.
York.
I was
However,
11-year-old
in one of
Alex,
the
not
weeks of the
cracked.
qualifiers, he did earn $100.
Hey.
And
Yeah.
for an 11-year-old kid, that probably felt like a lot. But like I said
We're at the
earlier, being
Lambo.
11 years old would eventually impact Alex's career greatly, and we'll talk about that more soon. After narrowly missing out on qualifying for the World Cup, some people might have given up, but not Alex. After he didn't qualify, he got
Look
right
at
back
this
on the battle
Photoshop,
bus
man,
and
this
started training
face.
even
This
harder.
is so
And
good.
This time, he had made himself a mission. Alex had set a goal for himself that by the end of the year in 2019, he wanted to make $1,000 in
Did you say
Fortnite
this?
earnings.
I
He
did
wanted to
actually
do
know
to
this was
prove
my
to
goal. This
himself,
was
the
my goal.
OCE region,
Yeah.
and to the world that even though he was young, he could still be one of the best Fortnite players in the world and do anything that he set his mind to. And a couple of weeks later, after the World Cup, he did just that. On July 21st, 2019, Alex won $1,200 in the Cash Cup after
is
placing
true.
6th with his trio.
They were
And
giving
he
out
didn't
that
just
much
stop
in a
there.
Cash
You see,
Cup.
for an
Sixth
11-year-old,
place,
money
1.2
isn't the most
each.
important
That's
thing. Alex
insane.
wanted
You need to
be
win
the
6
best,
Cash
and
Cups
more
nowadays to get
importantly,
that.
prove his haters
That's
wrong.
insane.
So to prove he was the best, Alex set himself up with another really challenging goal. Now that he had earned $1,000, the next step was to get first place in a tournament that year. But with
Is
the
this
players
true
much
again?
older
It is true,
and
yeah.
more
Did you
tweet this
experienced,
No, I
this
made a
was
video,
not going
like,
to be
ages
easy.
ago
In the
about this.
meantime, while Alex was getting better at competitive, he also wanted to start making content. Alex posted his first ever
didn't make
Fortnite
any
video on
content, I
YouTube
swear.
on September
I made
27th of
montages,
2019.
which
it was a montage
is
of
content
some of his best
technically.
Fortnite moments with some music playing over it.
This is not the music that I used.
Yeah, because bro's not
Yeah.
trying to get copyright. Bro's
Bro-
smart. Bro's smart.
I did not use
The
this
montage was
song.
pretty good, and keep in mind, this is from 4 years ago, meaning it was made by an 11-year-old, which honestly just makes me sad at how bad at Fortnite I am. Which reminds
Bro needs to
me,
get on
I
Rank
need
Free
new
Build
people to
ASAP.
play Fortnite with badly, so if you guys subscribe to the channel and comment your epic name
Game to
down
game.
below, I'm
Yeah,
going to be
yeah,
adding
fair
some
enough,
of you guys
bro.
back to run up some
Maybe
games,
I'll subscribe
so
if it's
make
good.
sure to hit that sub button. Anyways, back to Alex. After this first video was posted, he consistently uploaded highlights of his various tournament wins, showing off a bunch of different cash cups
Coach
and
Timmy?
placements.
In
The
call?
Coach
goal
Timmy
was to
in
get a
call.
Coach
That's
Timmy
crazy.
in
but all
call.
of that was
That's
about to change.
crazy.
He used to be my
Remember
coach.
a minute ago when I told you Alex's new goal was to get first place in a
that Looter
tournament?
in call
Well,
too?
on December 15th
Nah,
of
nah,
that
nah,
year,
different guy.
2019,
Cases.
he did just that. He got first place in a solo
Cool
cash cup,
gamer
which
Alex.
for
What a
those of you
tag.
that don't know is incredibly challenging. And even better, he earned $2,000. I don't know about you guys, but I wouldn't even know what to do with $2,000 at 11 years old. Regardless, this was huge for Alex and showed him that he could really compete with the best of the best pros. But there was only one problem. Alex wasn't old enough to officially compete. Like I said before, Epic
Damn,
doesn't
bro.
allow anyone under the age of 13 to play Fortnite competitive events. That being said, however, Epic Games doesn't exactly confirm people's ages when they sign up for the game. There's no real proof of identification
you're
required
moving
until you go to collect your
insane.
money, which can easily be done by someone else in your family. So basically,
Oh.
anyone could just
I
lie
was hitting
and say
closer.
that they were in
Wait,
fact
was I
old
better
enough
than
to
you back,
compete in the
AJ?
tournament when they
For
really
sure.
weren't. We've actually
sync.
seen this with other prominent players previously
Was
as
I actually
well, like
sync?
FaZe
Yeah.
Ice Guy. You see, some people
Oh my
can
God,
get
FaZe
away
Ice
with
Guy.
this, especially at
He's your
lower
goat.
levels, but after a while of breaking the rules and performing at such a high level, there was a lot of attention on the young prodigy Alex. People were even tweeting out and asking why he wasn't being banned. It
Damn,
seemed
bro.
like the public knew
Number-
that Alex probably
Wait.
wasn't 13.
So who was your number one hater trying to get you banned back then for being too
Just-
young? Because I remember people
There was a
talking
lot
about
of haters, bro. I don't want
Yeah.
to name anyone,
Yeah.
but there was a lot, bro.
I remember a lot of people back in the day were like, yo, someone get this kid banned. And I was always like, yo, if you're getting beaten by someone younger than you, then you're trying to get him banned, then holy crap, you
Hey,
must suck at this
my
game.
goat, bro. My
You must
goat.
suck at this
But
game.
no one else had that mindset.
Yeah,
They wanted
everyone.
me
But
gone.
you know why? Because you're technically taking their money.
But you know what's happening now? There's rage hackers scouring FTS and no one cares.
And they're getting their paid. And
But
they-
I got witch hunts on me
Yeah.
24/7 to get me banned.
But
And
Epic
I didn't even
Games
know if
hadn't
you were
caught
actually
on yet.
underage,
However,
'cause I
that would
didn't
all change,
know anything at
and
all.
unfortunately, on July 21st of 2020, Alex was banned from Fortnite. This ban was set to
Sad
last
day.
for a whole year, and to say that Alex was devastated would be an understatement. But Alex wouldn't let this ban stop him from trying to be the best of the best. Instead of
Those
putting
twins.
the keyboard and mouse away for good, he jumped over to another very popular video game at the time called Valorant. Although he didn't post
Really?
much content
Yeah.
about Valorant,
No,
he did
I
show
was a
Twitter
Valorant
that
grinder.
he worked his way all the way up to Radiant. For those of you that don't know, to be Radiant, you have to be in the top 500 players in the entire world. This showed that Alex's skills aren't just exclusive to Fortnite, and he just has the God-given gift of aim. But despite this early success in Valorant, Alex never really took the game seriously, because all along he knew that he had to return to the game that started it all, Fortnite. Although Alex
kind of high. Why is this kind of high?
For 1 year, he still wasn't old enough to return to competitive gameplay. He had to wait till his 13th birthday on August 9th of 2021.
Imagine getting to play Fortnite for your birthday.
I was so hyped. You know, on my birthday was the Ariana Grande concert.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Your birthday was Ariana Grande.
The Ariana Grande concert was on like midnight.
Yeah.
So like I celebrated me turning 13 with the Ariana Grande concert.
That's actually, that's so
yeah,
crazy.
It's like, bro. No, I was so hyped.
Creative and played in scrims when he could while he was 12 years old to make sure that his skills were the best that they could be when he was returning. He even posted Fortnite edits on his YouTube account titled with how many days were left on his
really?
bed. Everybody was excited to see the young
Could you play or just not play
return.
ranked?
So when Alex's 13th birthday finally arrived,
I could play ranked
he was
in like
ready to
arena
take
at
over
the time.
Fortnite world.
Yeah,
And
I couldn't play 20.
he did just that. Alex turned 13 and jumped right into Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 7. And soon enough, he qualified for his first ever FNCS Grand Finals with his two other trio members, Suns and Two. Despite Alex being sidelined for over a year, the trio looked good. With a veteran IGL Tui, who is one of the best OCE players of all time, he was able to lead the young Alex and their trio Suns to a 3rd place in FNCS Grand Finals. This won their trio $10,000.
Damn!
When Alex was only 13
I think it was
years
like
old. This was
9,
a huge
actually,
win, and it showed the entire Fortnite community that Alex was not only back from his ban, but ready to prove that he was the best 13-year-old and really best player that Fortnite was ever going to see. Now, with his love of the game in full swing, Alex dedicated himself to Fortnite, grinding harder than he ever had.
Tui's my goat, bro.
Scrims. You see, he was proud of what he had accomplished so far, winning a Cash Cup, placing 3rd in FNCS, but Alex, of all people, was not going to settle for anything less than being a champion. Because of this mentality, it wasn't long before he finally got the first place that he was looking for. It was OCE FNCS Grand Royale on November 21st of 2021. Here they took home $39,000. This was his biggest prize, and this only excited Alex to keep playing and grinding even more. You see, this is when Alex started to get on the radar of Fortnite players across the world. He was consistently placing top 10 in pretty much every competitive tournament that he played in. Alex loved his trio of Tui and Suns, but when Fortnite decided to revert back to the duos game mode after Grand Royale, Alex needed to find a duo. And along came a controller demon who not a lot of people knew at the time, named Bailey. Bailey, also in the OCE region, was a really good player, but coming from console not that long ago, still had a lot to prove. That being said, Alex had a really good coach named Kataz, who had turned him into a really good IGL even at such a young age.
Not
Therefore,
anymore, but
Alex decided that he wanted
Kataz
to take the young Bailey, who technically was older than him, under his wing and see what they could do together. Just in the year of
at this time, Bailey was
Alex got first.
Like at this time, Bailey best Grands placement was like 20th. So this was like really like unusual.
Picked up a young goat.
Yeah. I picked up like never done good.
In 10 different cash.
Oh, he was on Power too, damn.
I mean, that's wild.
Oh, he was on Power?
No, it's just his name there. It says Power Bailey. I think that's what he got banned as.
This kid was literally unstoppable.
That's crazy.
He was easily one of the best, if not the best player in OCE.
Damn.
And perhaps one of the best in the entire world. At the start of Chapter 3 in Season 1,
entire world, bro. The glazing is unreal. Who's Booga? I haven't heard of Booga.
Wait till Invitational, bro. That's when it just goes downhill.
And then finally, in Chapter 3, Season 3, after getting 3rd and then 2nd, Alex and Bailey finally got their first place in the FNCS Grand Finals. This not only solidified their reputation as one of the best duos in OCE, but one of the better duos in the entire world. Soon enough, Alex was being scouted by pro esports teams. And with all of his recent success, Alex was ready to take another massive step in his career. So on November 9th of 2022, Alex accepted an offer and announced that he would officially be joining Power. Alex was the youngest player ever signed to the massive organization. For those of you that live under a rock and don't know, Power is one of the biggest esports teams in the OCE region and in the entire world.
No, let's go! We valid, chat.
Alex
Oh,
is
you got
no
a
longer
picture.
free
What'd he
agent,
say?
And with
He
an
said,
organization like Power
biggest YouTubers
comes
in the world,
much
I think.
more of an
Wait,
audience.
we go back.
This was founded by one of the biggest YouTubers in Fortnite history, Lachlan. Alex
Let's
was
go,
no
go,
longer
go.
a free agent, and with an organization like Power comes much more of an audience. Even more eyes were on Alex than ever before. And just days after signing to Power, Alex and his duo partner Bailey were flown out to Raleigh, North Carolina,
That's a
all
cool,
the way
like,
in the United
little-
States for the
That is cool.
2022
That's a cool transition.
FNCS Invitation.
Alex and Bailey are a must-mention from Oceania because
Damn,
they
you look
had
so
an
young
absolutely
there.
phenomenal
I mean, I
Chapter
was
3
13.
performance
It's like you
so
just
far.
look like
They've
airbrushed or
only
something.
been
There's something
getting
dumb with
better
that photo.
With each season of Chapter 3,
Hey,
they started
my
out
God.
in third place
Hey.
in Season 1, then second place Season 2.
My
so guess
God.
what Season 1 was? That's right. They were the FNCS champions of the most recent season coming
Home
into
Crossroads.
the FNCS Invitational.
Oh, no.
Pony
Their
Crossroads, man.
dedication to the grind did not stop there either.
The great thing about being here in person is that I am
Where's
actually
the Alex
able to go into
highlights?
the practice room, kind of stand behind some of these players.
Alex not
And
wearing
last
pal
night I
backy.
did
What are we
just that
talking
with
about here?
Alex
What's going on? What's going on?
That was
there?
Bailey.
No. They showed you as well.
Don't worry about it.
Hey, look at him.
Look, pointing at the power jersey.
I remember.
pointing at the power
I
jersey.
remember watching that live. Like, that's my goat right there. That's my goat. It's so funny.
Right, looks so like nervous,
Despite doing
bro.
well in
Yeah.
these scrims,
Oh, there you go.
Alex
You got
and
it on.
Bailey
Alright, I take
only
it back.
placed 27th at the end of day 1. But to be fair, for an OCE duo to come to America and still place relatively well,
With
it was
all
a
their
great first
players
day for the
contested.
duo. They just
Gotta
needed to do
love
well
that
on
quick
day number
stat.
2
Oh,
and try
cheers,
and at least make
Fortnite.
it into the top 10.
Before I had braces,
Yo, the Peely squad though.
These guys can still make it today, but it will take a hero's effort.
Unfortunately,
looked miserable,
however,
bro.
this was exactly the opposite of what happened. They ended up placing 46th out of 50 teams in the second day, which
Why are you
was not
laughing at
exactly
me?
what they expected.
What did
from
I
him.
do to
That
you,
was
bro?
so
Instead of
sad.
letting it get the best of him, Alex did what he does best and stayed motivated and used this as
That's
a way
my
to
goat.
get better. After the loss, he tweeted out this: "Although my poor performance really motivated me to keep competing internationally, sorry to all the OCE
Damn, bro.
fans for
I was-
letting you down, but I'll be back."
I was
and
wholesome, bro.
Alex would be back because in early 2023, Fortnite announced the FNCS Global Championship all the way in Copenhagen, Denmark. Players across the world had an opportunity to prove themselves in one of 4 different qualifiers throughout the year: Major 1, Major 2, Major 3, and the Last Chance Major. So in 2023, Alex got back on the
Damn,
grind
this is
with the
edited
goal
well,
of
bro.
making it to the Global Championships
a
again.
good vid.
However, Alex decided it was time to split ways with his duo partner Bailey, and he began to try out a few other duos and some cash cups. He started playing some cash cups with popular players Skits and Daneth, and even ran it back with his old trio Tui. But eventually, Alex landed on fellow Power player Worthy as his new partner
Oi,
in crime.
my God.
But there was only one
My
issue.
God.
See, Alex had played Major 1 and Major 2 with different players, and Alex and Worthy didn't decide to team up until Major 3 of Grand Finals, meaning that they didn't have enough
Who was Worthy
series
playing with?
points
He was
to
playing
make
with
it
Dana.
into the
Dana,
last
yeah.
chance major. That being said, they had one chance, and that
That's
was
actually crazy. Yeah, you only
FNCS
had one
Major
chance.
3 to secure a spot.
I don't
in the
choke
upper
under
bracket.
pressure, bro.
Luckily, this
I
new duo
thrive
not
under
only
pressure.
shined under the pressure, but they absolutely dominated. Alex had the most eliminations in the entire tournament. Their insane performance scored Alex
I actually
and
did.
Worthy
My
a
stats this
second
tournament
place
were, like,
and snagged them
unreal.
a spot at the Global Championship in Copenhagen.
What about the kings of OCE? Could that be Worthy and Alex?
No, it's
I had an
Repulse.
opportunity to meet Worthy, just a
Oi.
sneak guy, but Alex
Worthy and
is
Alex.
pretty widely regarded as the best player in OCE.
Yeah, 100%.
Damn.
Such a
Damn.
recognizable character in the OCE scene.
Global
as well.
glazing. That's crazy.
Yeah. Until they see what we place, and then
Nah, I was
and then the
solid.
glazing stops.
that we're going to be seeing compete here today. And they're going to be landing near that creaky compound where there are so many teams landing there. It's going to be interesting to say the least.
After flying to Copenhagen, Alex and Worthy did a great job in the lower brackets, and they actually finished
I was
6th
so happy
place
here,
on their
man.
first
No,
day,
I remember
which
watching
earned
this and
them
being
a spot in the
yeah,
big
I was
tournament
so
of
happy,
three.
bro.
Alex and Worthy 6th place.
That was goated. That was so
Very
goated.
impressive.
I was so
Alex is
fucking
one of my
happy, man.
favorite players.
Yeah.
Such an electric player. So
11 my
entertaining.
goat.
So
Yeah, no, 11 is a
everything
goat.
was
My
up to
goat,
Alex
man.
and Worthy to prove that OCE was the best region around.
Let's hear it now.
This was also
And then the
gas.
suit. Did they
Yeah,
have
the
the suit? No!
You almost fell. I was actually worried you were gonna fall.
Yeah, I actually.
We were watching in the couch out there, all of us. We were actually so gassed.
Unfortunately, however, these matches did not go well for Alex and Worthy. I mean, the competition was at an all-time high, and these were the best players not only in
Look how
OCE,
laggy the
but
servers
the
are.
entire
Yeah, I
world.
remember everyone saying the
Unfortunately for
servers
the
were so
duo,
laggy.
this meant they placed 49th out of 50. But
Yeah.
they didn't come in dead last. After this devastating loss,
Let's
Alex
go.
tweeted out,
Not dead
"Huge
last."
thanks to Kataz for coaching me through the year. I feel like I've learned so much and can do so well, but yesterday just wasn't the right time. I'll be a champion one day." Once again, as
Maybe
you can
Texas
see, the
this
young
year.
prodigy
This is gonna have time to be
Alex
He's already
took
qualified.
this
He's already
setback as
primed.
motivation,
I'm ready,
as
bro.
after he returned home, Alex and his duo Worthy stuck together and claimed first place in the Majors 1 tournament in 2024.
Why is this kinda
that
hype?
means we will be seeing
I'm
them
hyped.
in the next global championship. The most interesting part of Alex's story is that he has been through all of this and he's still only 15 years old. I genuinely think that this kid
That's
is
true.
a once-in-a-lifetime talent. And
Once
beyond
in a
all
lifetime,
that's
the
mindset
glazing
of
is
champions. Champions
unbelievable.
don't give up.
Oh my God.
Champions pick themselves
Wait, this
back
ending is
up
high.
when they're down. Champions find a way to win when all odds are stacked against them. That is Alex's mentality. And whether it's in 2024 or another year later on, Alex will be a champion.
Let's go!
Bro, that was a banger vid.
Yeah,
Wait, that was a
wait,
good
whenever
vid.
you're like having a shit day one at FNCS, you pull this vid up.
Oh my god, I'm a champion. I'm gonna be a champion one day.
Alright, you gotta lock in. Globals this year,
Alright.
Texas. You and Worthy.
Texas.
Next up is Ronaldo, and let's just say he didn't exactly love the video, but you guys have to watch and check it out. One of the most popular streamers in the entire world.
Am I the most popular streamer in the entire world?
He is funny.
This is what I would do when I first meet. Dude, I can't do this, bro. Bro, I'm not watching this, bro. Do y'all want me to watch this? You.
Toxic.
And you back to the adoption center, you piece.
And sometimes he has anger issues.
What am I doing wrong, Siggy? I'm gonna break my monitor.
But Ronaldo wasn't always as successful as he is now. From humble beginnings and blowing up on Fortnite to beef with Ninja himself.
Yo, like, are we serious? Are we serious? Like,
This is the entire rise and fall and rise again of stable Ronaldo.
bro, notice how these channels, well, bro, I'm telling y'all, bro, they would only support you when you get back. Just being real.
Stable Ronaldo, whose real name is Ronnie, was always interested in gaming.
Am I ugly in that, by the way? When I joined FaZe, was I fat? I kind of look back at this photo.
From a young age. He got his first gaming laptop in 2014 at just 13 years
Wait, how does he know that?
old. He experimented with games like CSGO and Call of Duty. But
No, how does he know I got my first, it was a laptop, bro. And I got CSGO on my 15th birthday, I think. Or 14th.
he didn't find his true passion until a little game called Fortnite came out.
Yo, this guy knows I'm gonna be weirded out, I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's some lores behind me that y'all don't even know.
Fortnite Battle Royale, as many of you may know, is the most popular video game perhaps of all time. With consistent player counts well into the millions, Fortnite was a great
Yo, what an ugly photo of me. Look how round I used to be.
opportunity for any young and hungry gamer to get their name out there. With his passion to game at an all-time high, Ron decided to invest in himself and buy a brand new PC when Fortnite came out. It wasn't amazing or expensive, but it worked, and Ron was officially ready to grind. And that's exactly what he did. He practiced and practiced on his new PC. He wanted to be the best Fortnite player in the world. And eventually, he got good enough to even earn money playing competitive Fortnite. On May 26th of 2019, Ronaldo placed 100
Yo! Nah, that's World Cup! Nah, that's World Cup! How did he find that?
70th in the Fortnite World Cup Week 7 solo qualifiers. This earned him $675,
I remember this.
which doesn't sound like a lot,
That was
but
a
for a
lot.
16-year-old kid, it was probably
Yo.
really cool and very motivating to keep
Really?
going. Instead of spending the $675 on something ridiculous, he spent it on upgrading that PC that he had just bought.
I
This was
did.
when
How does he know this? This is low-key kind of weird. How does he know this?
he really decided to lock into gaming and hopefully make it on a professional level. He started grinding away at various Fortnite events like Cash Cups and FNCS tournaments. With his new gear, he was consistently placing higher and higher. Ron was looking to make a name for himself in the upcoming season.
Damn, should I go back to playing a competitive game? Dude, I haven't, bro. I miss, like, Dude, I miss being a competitor, bro. I was really the top of my class,
Go look for the sub.
Appreciate that, Twitch Prime.
Season. And the next FNCS was announced as squads. However, Ron wasn't very well known at this time, and he had a few...
What the kind of dumb Photoshop is this? Bruh, you literally just like Photoshopped 612. Bruh. Not Valorant. I'm literally amazing at Valorant.
few followers and some placements, but nobody was begging to play with him. Everything changed, however, when he met a player named Unknown Army. For those of you that don't know, Unknown Army was a very popular Twitch streamer and pro Fortnite player. He was also one of the very few...
He wasn't when I met him. He wasn't at all.
...controller players to qualify for the Fortnite World Cup in New York City. Stable Ronaldo was unfortunate enough to come across this absolute beast in a random Fortnite lobby. But instead of getting upset after Unknown completely destroyed him, Ronaldo reached out and decided to friend him. This would be one of...
No. So the story goes like this. One of my IRLs and I, during World Cup, during duos, this is actually like, what do they call this? Is it the butterfly effect? Or is it that, like, everything happens for a reason? What is it? What would I call this? What would I call it? The butterfly effect? It's kind of a mixture of bop lore. Okay, basically what happened was, I was playing with my IRL, Duos World Cup. We got keyed by Unknown. He on us. I look up his Twitter 5 days later because my friend was like, dude, remember when we got on? I see Unknown's tweet. It said 30 seconds ago, he's live. He's live on Twitch with like 100 viewers. I join his lobby. I become friends with him. That's how the lore started. It was a everything happens for a reason moment.
One of the best decisions of Ronaldo's life. After DMing each other for the first time, the two became friends very quickly. Unknown even encouraged his new friend Ronaldo to start uploading to YouTube more since he was very entertaining. Eventually,
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Eventually, Ron would do just that and upload his first video on the Stable Ronaldo account on October 2019.
This was not the song I used. What
The two of them started to
hashtag
compete in
ad?
squad tournaments together alongside Kez KD and Avery. The team did well, but their biggest achievement happened on December 8th of 2019.
Yo, it's just us versus side. It's just us versus side. Not going down.
Why am I dead in this clip?
He has no mask. He has no mask. Now what? No, towards. Yo, I don't have the mask for this. Wait, what? No, we're not top two. We're not top two. No, we're not top two. Oh, let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Oh my god.
Let's go! The squad won.
Dude. It's actually insane, man.
Won first place in the FNCS
What up,
Chapter
Ryan?
2 Season 1 Grand
You'd be flipping burgers. Okay.
Finals.
Yeah.
Of $187,000. At this point, Ronaldo was on top of the world.
$187,000 was split between 4 people, and then we got taxed. I believe my payout was $55,000. After tax, it was like $34,000.
Starting as a kid who just loved gaming, he was now an FNCS
What is this photo, bro?
champion. And this was easily the largest prize he had ever won playing video games. But he needed to capitalize.
Wait, can I show you guys what I got paid? Is that allowed? Like, if I go to the website, am I allowed to show that? Like, is that against the TOS for Fortnite? I'll show you how much I got paid. Can one of my mods link me the website? I'll sign in. I'll show you. One of my mods, though. I'll show you right now. They finna take it back? Good luck, bro. I bought some. It's like competitive. I need the thing about competitive.
On this. Ronaldo didn't just want to make money from winning games, he also wanted to upload it and make money off of content. So he decided to upload a video showing off his big win. It was titled, "This is how we came first," and won
I edited this video myself. And I made the thumbnail. And I made the title.
$87,000 in the squad F.
Oh, here it is. Wait, I gotta sign in. Okay, here we go. Ready? Wait, am I allowed to show this or no? Yes. Somewhat. Wait, it doesn't... Oh my god, wait, can I show this? Uh-oh, am I allowed to show this? Oh my god. Where is it? Oh.
FNCS Championship. And this video blew up. The video currently sits at 280,000 views, which is huge considering this was just his third video ever posted. Following this huge video, he started to make his streams and video uploads much more consistent. And now that Ron had won an FNCS, people started to take a lot.
Bro, Siggy, I don't care about a goal going on right now during soccer, bro. I don't care. I'm gonna be honest, I don't care.
More notice of him, and he was averaging about 1,000 viewers peak on any given
stream. Yeah, 1,000 viewers is pretty good, no? Like, let's not dick ride. Who in here would kill for 1,000 viewers? This guy is running around!
Go look for the sub.
Nah, who is here for this?
I think you will win next FNC.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, Isaac. Cheats!
I hope you have an amazing flight, you know.
Yo. This is when I played with Corinna. And then I had to end this friendship because somebody didn't want me to be friends with them, even though they were friends with people I didn't like.
No.
Thanks. I will try.
Alright. Thank you, Corinna.
Talk soon. It was good playing. Don't hit on me again, okay? Thank you.
Sorry.
Alright.
What's up? Do you think Corinna even remembers me? Yo, chat. What's up?
You kid. You're adopted.
Wrong scene.
He started uploading a ton of videos and streaming as much as he could, and Ron's clips were getting spread like wildfire around the Fortnite community and beyond.
I am the clip!
He quickly became known for his loud and abrasive yet incredibly funny personality. As he became more and more well known, he began to collab with some other big creators, and perhaps most importantly, Clix. In December of 2019, after Ronaldo and Clix had connected through a friend,
Clix averaged like, how many viewers did Clix average the first month I met him? I think it was like 2,000.
Go look for the sub.
They did a 2v2 on stream.
Oh my god, I can't watch this, I'm not gonna lie.
Of course, Clix, it was much better, destroyed Ronaldo. But he got a really big kick out of Ron and his sense of humor. The two became fast friends and continued to stream together almost every single day. Since Clix was such a huge creator, this obviously brought a—
Wait, was 2,000 viewers a lot in 2019? I'm trying to remember. I think it was. It was like... Bro, dude, Twitch used to be so different before COVID. Like, I swear to God, Clix was averaging like 2 to 3K. But the thing is, like, the way me and Clix, like, talk, bro, we literally just did it together because we liked each other. Like, we never forced it, really.
A lot of attention to Ronaldo. Unfortunately, at this point, it was becoming clear to Ronaldo and the people around him that—
Nah, I was really a goat at Fortnite. Wait, why are you saying question mark? What did I do? Did I say the N-word? Wait, did I slip? Wait, did I slip? Ah, that's whatever.
He wasn't good enough to consistently be making it to major tournaments and making a living off of the competitive side of Fortnite. But that didn't mean he was going to give up. Instead of deciding to retire or switch out of Fortnite, Ron decided that he could make just as many earnings off of playing the game for fun as he could doing esports. So he doubled down on his content and even started to do event coverage. Ron would live stream the professional tournaments on his Twitch account.
Who misses this era? Dude, I just miss playing a game. I'm gonna be real.
Now, switching between every player's point of view and giving—
This is when I took over Emad's job because he was so boring. I'm gonna be real, I'm gonna be the one to say, Jesus.
His perspective on the games. People loved this. Until this point in the Fortnite community, their event coverage was very weak. Yeah, Epic had their basic streams happening, but the commentators were nowhere near as entertaining as Ronaldo. He added a ton of personality to the tournaments and brought a much needed sense of excitement to the events. Because of this and the COVID restrictions going on in the world, there were so many people that wanted to watch Ronaldo.
Nah, who remembers COVID? I'm just kidding.
His Twitch really blew up in 2020, and he quickly became one of the biggest names in not only Fortnite, but the entire streaming community. He went from 80,000 followers to 1 million followers in just the year of 2020, and he was averaging about 10,000 concurrent viewers on his streams.
2023.
Because of all of the success, about halfway through 2020 in August, Ronaldo was invited to join Clix's team, NRG.
It was not Clix's team, but okay.
Here he also teamed up with his old duo, Unknown Army. Ronaldo moved into the NRG house with Clix, Unknown, and Edgy, and started making even more content.
Something special about my room, you know, I do have a lot of... Oh, we gotta keep it down. I forgot he was... I didn't know you were... Okay, we'll forget about that. But this is my PC, you know, dual PC. A little bit something special. Wait, I wonder if you could see it. PC, you know, dual... Okay, oh, you see that right there? Watch. This is my PC, you know. You see this right here? I put my cum rag in this before I left. So basically, I nutted in a rag the last day of the NRG house, and I put it in here. It could still be there to this day. Fully nutted into a rag and put it right here. Dual PC, a little bit something special.
Unfortunately, though, this newfound fame was far...
Yo, you want to see something crazy? I document everything that I do. Is that cringe or no? I can show you guys photos of the last day of the NRG house in my phone. Same... Every house that we did, I recorded my last second in it. It's kind of funny, but it's kind of cool. We good. So do you want to see it or no, bro? That was my question. Do y'all want to see it, yes or no? Wait, let me see if I have it. Oh. I also have my last day of school. I recorded everybody before leaving. Is that weird? What are you all putting question marks for? Okay, I found one of them. Hold up, I'm trying to find the last one.
I can't believe you tickled that man.
What man did I tickle, bro? I've never tickled a man in my life. Wait, I'm trying to find it. Oh, here it is. What is this video? Wait, should I show this video? I don't know if unknown. Wait, I don't know if anyone's gonna get mad if I show this video. Should I show it anyway? Hold on, I'm looking at my camera roll. Wait, did I not record my last second? I swear I recorded it. Oh, here it is. Wait, I did. Oh my god, I have all the videos right here. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Ready? Oh my god. Bro, like, what is... Like, this is what I used to send my... Like, what is this photo of me, bro? Bro, chat. The date is... Dude, this is actually so cool to look back. I encourage all y'all to do this for big moments of your life. I actually, like, document everything that I do. I just keep it in my phone. The date is November 9th. I am leaving the NRG house. It's beautiful. What's this video? Go. Go. Anyways.
From ideal for Ron. There was an insane amount of viewers, and with this came an insane amount of hate. You see, Ronaldo sort of blew up overnight. Although he had been grinding silently for so long, a lot of people started to take notice of him very quickly. And this can be a lot, especially for a young kid to deal with. So the hate started to have an impact on Ronaldo, and his mental health started to suffer. In addition, it became way harder for Ronaldo to stream Fortnite even when he was just trying to have fun. His games were flooded with never-ending stream snipers, and Epic Games did nothing to try and help the in-game experience improve. Not just for streamers, but also the general
stop
players.
saying you found me from...
were filled with bugs after bugs, and many players and content creators decided to stop playing Fortnite and switch to other games. Unfortunately...
Why are you showing Ninja? Like...
For a lot of his fans, Ronaldo was one of them. Sadly, since Ronaldo had started streaming less Fortnite, his viewer count also fell rapidly. Not to mention, he uploaded videos way less on his YouTube.
No, what happened? See, you got it mistaken. What happened was I took like 5 months off, if you guys remember.
Channel and wasn't streaming nearly as much as he used to.
Yeah, I basically streamed once a week.
Post-COVID times in 2022, he had some of the worst numbers ever on his account. To add to the struggle...
2022? 2022, I still averaged like 5 to 7K. What is wrong with that?
Ronaldo left his gaming organization NRG on January 5th, 2022 after they announced that they were going to discontinue the Fortnite.
That's not why I left. I left because they actually shit-talked me behind my back in group chats, and I found out. And they were talking to other people on the team, basically talking to me, telling them to stop being friends with me, to basically manipulate them to re-sign, and that's what happened.
Night House.
I have officially left NRG. NRG supported me early in my career.
Yeah, I read a script for this. My manager sent me a script. Guys, besides Grady was pretty cool, but he shit talked me once, but it's okay, I forgive him. Everyone else
career, and they were an important part of my growth. This was a difficult decision to make. I have a lot of friends and a lot of members of the NRG.
It wasn't difficult at all. Took me like 45 seconds, got on a call with them, argued with the owner, and yeah.
NRG staff that were an important part of my life, but in the end, I felt my career would benefit from a change.
Even with his numbers declining, however, 5 months later in June of 2022, Ronaldo joined FaZe. He thought that this was going to be the turning point.
That's not what I thought. I joined FaZe because they actually are when they support me, but go ahead.
In his career, and everything was going to go back up. But unfortunately, it didn't work out this way. Barely any of his videos, even after joining FaZe, were
none of these were uploaded after I joined FaZe. Yo, this video isn't even, like, credible. These videos aren't even after I joined FaZe.
Reaching 250,000 views. And I know that sounds like a lot of views to most of you, and it's more than I get most of the time, but it wasn't quite up to standard with what other FaZe members and creators of his size were getting. At this point, Ron was at an all-time low as far as content and morale. He was...
That's not even... Bro, when I joined FaZe, my still, like, decent. Like, what...
Feeling out of touch with his own audience, but more importantly, he was out of touch with himself. It was clear that Ron wasn't happy and he didn't know what content he truly wanted to make and who he was trying to make it for. Obviously, struggling and being upset made it really difficult for him to entertain his viewer base.
Stop saying 2023 is coming, ... like...
On his Twitter burner account, Ron was very honest about these struggles, and he talked about how it was difficult.
Wow, I have failed this year. You would not believe how many hours I streamed this year. Yeah, I remember that.
To stay consistent with streaming and creating content. Despite having a lower view count, however, people still loved Ronaldo. Keep in mind, this guy had 2.5 million Twitch followers, so at some point in his career, people really loved his content, and Ronaldo truly believed that people still did. Plus, he was still a big name amongst many of the...
You mean bots? Yo, all my bots, say hello. I need my bots to rise right now.
Fortnite content creators, many of whom were still close friends with Ronaldo. It wasn't a matter of people not liking Ron or his content. People loved him and still do, but not everyone was Ron's biggest fan. And at this point in time, he would get into the first real beef of his career. Plenty of streamers and content creators have disagreements and controversies with one another, but it's just part of being in the community. However, Ron didn't just get into beef with anybody. His issue was with Ninja.
That wasn't my first beef.
Go good look for the sub.
My first beef was that Pokemon. I'll say it. It was during that Gideon situation. She said to that misogynist streamer who plays Fortnite, I'm not going to say your name. You don't know what you're talking about. So make sure you know what you're talking about. Shut the f. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like,
I'm not going to lie, bro.
Like, bro, you stole my gambling deal because you didn't want to talk about your fake morals. Like, you ruined it for others because you care about yourself. You're entitled.
On July 11th of 2023, Ninja, Tim the Tatman,
Tyler Richard Blevins, still to this day, I don't give a said is sorry. I'm not gonna say this on stream, but bro, I'm not friends with you. I hope you don't think I like you. I will never like you ever again. You could have 100,000 viewers, suck my.
And Cloaksy were all on stream together. They were getting drunk, opening CSGO cases, and just generally having a good time. That's when Ronaldo entered the chat. He sent a very simple
Hi, Cloaksy.
Chat message in Ninja's stream saying, tell Cloaksy I said hello. Keep in mind, Ronaldo goes way back with Cloaksy, and they were good friends.
All I said was hello.
However, this confused the streamers as
he has cancer, asshole. 1, he already beat his cancer. 2, bro, what does that have to do with anything? 3, I already said I hope he gets help. That doesn't change the thought. I don't want him to die. Like, what are you talking about? Why did I just voice crack?
He could have just gone into Cloaksy's channel and said it to him directly. So,
what are you talking about? Cloaksy wasn't even live, you dumb. It was on Tim's stream.
Because of this, they thought that Ronaldo might have been a fake account. So as the three of them were discussing whether or not this was the real Ronaldo, Ninja thought it would be a great idea to randomly start trash talking him.
Also Ronaldo. This isn't trash talking. This is, see, there's a difference between trash talking and straight up hating and dick sucking. This is what we call and hating.
Go look for the sub.
Also, it's called what's the word I'm looking for? Reflecting. What's the word I'm looking for? Reflecting. What is it? What's the word? Projecting.
Go look for the sub.
The word's projecting. He was projecting because every kid probably makes fun of him, and he thought I was making fun of him.
Ronaldo is like literally like 1/20th of our following and is completely irrelevant. So we should probably just keep opening cases.
Unfortunately, it didn't end there. Ninja continued to rant for a very long time about how Ronaldo isn't
This is off me saying hello, by the way.
relevant anymore because now that he makes IRL content, he wasn't even part of their community and he wasn't getting as many views as them. It was very unprofessional of Ninja, and honestly, it was kind of strange. Ninja was somebody that Ronaldo looked up to, as many of us in the
Yeah, I was one of his fans when he had 300 viewers to 2,000 on H1Z1, but it's okay.
Fortnite community have, and for absolutely no reason, Ninja decided to punch down on somebody who was already struggling in their life.
Never, ever hate on a man when he's at his lowest. Never do it. Never do it.
And career. Not to mention, Ninja was 32 years old when
What? Their dramatic music.
This went down, and a 32-year-old man drunkenly trash-talking somebody who isn't even old enough to drink yet is kind of a weird look. Of course, this drunken rant was not well received, and Tim the Tatman and Cloaksy immediately tried to get Ninja to stop talking, but he was on kind of a rampage. Both Cloak and Tim were talking about how much they liked Ronaldo, and were clearly uncomfortable.
Nah, Cloaksy defended me. Tim really didn't. It's okay though. I'm not mad at Tim, but Cloaksy defended me. Tim the Tatman kind of laughed.
With everything that Ninja was saying. What had happened had already happened, and what had been said had already been said. This VOD got clipped so many times, and it went viral. The real Ronaldo was in fact the person that was in chat, and he watched this unfold right in front of his own eyes. Of course, if you're seeing one of your biggest inspirations—
You know what's crazy? I didn't even say anything about this. It like somehow blew up on Twitter before I even got to talk about it. Like when I was in this stream, I didn't even say anything. Like after. I didn't tweet anything, didn't say anything. What if it was me typing and caused this whole thing?
Say these things about you, it's gonna really hurt. And he responded immediately on Twitter.
Oh, I tweeted? Oh, I tweeted on my burner. That's right. I tweeted on my burner.
With a thread?
Yeah, I tweeted this. This was on my burner. I never tweeted on my main though.
Go look for the sub.
Shame someone I fuck with said some whack ass shit. I don't really care. Just thought I should share. Yeah, I didn't really talk about it. Yeah, and then it blew up.
On his burner account. And his mom even sent him a picture of his dog saying, "Ninja sucks," which was a
Yo, W. Jackson. Jackson beat the odds. Today's his 13th birthday. He beat the odds, bro. Today's Jackson's 13th birthday. When are Cocker Spaniels gonna die? How long do Cocker Spaniels live?
Go look for the
nice
sub.
touch. Shout out to Ron's mom. Well, to finally put the situation to rest, Ronaldo also responded on stream the next day, going over the VOD and responding to everything that Ninja said.
I have to defend myself. I don't even want to talk about this. That's the
follow.
Wow, would you look at that same Jinxie situation? I don't want to talk about it, but I have to because every streamer hates on me. Every streamer loves to hate, but hates to love. This is how it is, bro. It's just how it is, bro. It's always how it's going to be. And I'm always going to be seen as the underdog who wants attention because I don't have as many viewers as them or I'm not as popular. But the truth always wins. Real beats fake any day of the week. Main reason I tweeted this on my burner because I don't give but I have to defend myself. You coming at everything that I worked for.
According to this reaction video, Ninja did reach out to Ronaldo after
Yeah, he did.
everything went down.
So then he responded with, "My apologies, dude. I never responded to this. Why would I respond to this bull? You don't even give a. You only cared because it went viral and it looked bad on you. This is probably not even you. It's probably your PR manager that I know. I had no reason to blast you like that. I was completely gone and just feeling some type of way. No reason to randomly and unnecessary at you, brother. I don't expect you to forgive me either. I just wanted to reach out and say I'm sorry. You're a great streamer and content creator. If I'm a great streamer and content creator, why are you 1,000 viewers is bad, that my YouTube isn't good, and that my community basically sucks.
It seemed as if Ninja was genuinely sorry, but then the next day on his stream, he just referred to that trash talk as a mini roast and a little bit of banter. The Fortnite community...
Yeah, he backpedaled. He said basically, I don't know how to handle trash talk.
Did not just forget about this clip, even though Ninja probably wanted them to. Basically, everyone responded, especially Ron's friends. Clix even made his own response to the video defending Ronaldo.
So now he's saying with 1,000 viewers.
That's
so not
so
only
weird.
I remember this. Who remembers all this, bro? Hold it, or should I say it now?
That is
should
so
I say it now or no?
weird, bro. That's so weird. I didn't
Hold
even
it.
hear that.
Oh, it's so hard. It's so hard.
I didn't hear that. That's so cringe.
If you are making... Nah, I know about... I'm not gonna say it. Trust me, bro. If there's one person who doesn't care about their life, it's me. I know about everybody. Making fun of me. No, you're not gonna bait me to say it. Nope. 1,000 viewers, let's say. You are not I've got a nuclear bomb for everybody. God forbid one day I don't want to be here no more. Yeah, it's wraps. Everything's getting out. I don't give. You're only making fun of me, but you're making fun of people who have less than a... Oh, Siggy, I've said some bad words to Siggy. I hope he doesn't have clips. 1,000 viewers, when 1,000 viewers is like 0.001% of Twitch.
Ron, being the good guy that he is, just wanted to move on from this situation as fast as possible. He didn't make any more comments on the drama because he knew that he was above the situation. But in a way, this drama would end up being a blessing in disguise.
No, it wasn't. But I think this helped my stream for like a day.
See, I am a true believer that everything happens for a reason. And it's...
What kind of stealing my quote is this? Like...
Seems now like that one chat message Ronaldo sent that then led to Ninja's rant may have been the thing to save Ronaldo's career. Because...
Yo, Siggy, copyright strike this dumbass video. This guy is actually autistic. Yo, Timmy FMBR, this is the worst video I've ever seen. I've never seen someone try to praise me by not praising me. This video sucks ass. I'd rather you just say the fall off a stable Ronaldo and I react to it. No, what saved my career, this is almost the end of the video. Actually, I'll wait in 1 second.
If nothing else...
I'll see what he says. Let me say one thing before any of this.
Led to Ninja's rant may have been the thing to save Ronaldo's career. Because if nothing else, this whole controversy definitely seemed to reinvigorate Ronaldo's audience. This opened him up to the possibility of returning to streaming, and the opportunity that Ron was waiting for was right around the corner. In November of 2023, Fortnite released a huge update, bringing back the original map for a brand new 1-month season. This new season, known as Fortnite OG, had everyone wanting to get back into the Fortnite action.
They didn't even talk about June.
Yes, including Ronaldo. So Ron returned to Fortnite, streaming to some of the biggest audiences he had seen in years. People loved the new update and were happy to see one of their favorite OG creators returning to play the game. But just like before, Ron was worried that as soon as the Fortnite OG season ended, all of his viewers would disappear again. However, he didn't let that stop him, and he went right back to what he wanted to do.
It's so funny, like, if y'all know anything, like, Siggy and I, like, bro, y'all, this is so inaccurate.
Instead of falling into the trap and only streaming Fortnite again, Ron just did what he loved, which was entertain people to the best that he could without stressing himself out too much. So, did Ron's audience all disappear again and stop watching him because he wasn't playing Fortnite? Well, that's not exactly what happened. In fact, it was quite the opposite, actually. Even after...
Why is he so static now?
Fortnite OG ended, Ronaldo kept his numbers up. Although his stats aren't quite what they were in 2020, he's still averaging about...
2020 had bots, COVID, Fortnite, like, literally, I guarantee 85% of my viewers in COVID dripping out of the mouth while watching me.
5,000 concurrent viewers per month in his Twitch streams, and that's rising still. He also just reached 3 million followers.
How many bots, chat?
On Twitch, which is huge. And most importantly to Ron, they don't just watch him play Fortnite, they watch him for him. They enjoy his e-dates, other video games, and
this is literally during COVID, like
pretty much anything else, because everything that Ron does is hilarious. Ronaldo has the type of...
Is that Greek?
Watch him play Fortnite, they watch him for him. They enjoy his e-dates, other video...
What is Greek doing here?
Video games, and pretty much anything else, because everything that Ron does is hilarious. Ronaldo has the type of magnetic personality that makes you want to just keep watching. I think his...
Yo, Zip it up when you're done, boy. Why the is he smiling during that? You could hear his smile.
I want to just keep watching. I think Ronaldo has the type of magnetic personality that,
like, bruh, magnetic personality is crazy.
Makes you want to just keep watching. I think his passion and love for gaming and entertainment is admirable, and honestly, it's a huge inspiration for me making this channel. See, we all go through challenges in life, but it's how we respond and get back up when we're knocked down. We can all learn from Stable Ronaldo's story. Fortnite's comeback kid.
Fortnite's comeback kid.
Lamborghinis, mansions, watches,
What?
nut juice.
Nut
Today,
juice?
I will be showing you the richest Fortnite players of all time and how they spend their money. Starting
Alright.
with the World Cup champion,
Booga, okay.
For those of you living under a rock, Booga won the solo tournament at the Fortnite World Cup in 2019. This was
I feel
the
like Booga's
biggest
been
Fortnite
smart with his
tournament
money,
of all
low key.
time, with a whopping
I haven't seen
prize
him like
pool of
purchase anything
$30
crazy.
million. And that meant when Booga came in first place, he earned $3 million all to himself.
One more time, your world champion!
But not before he gave the government half of it. Hell yeah.
And after taxes, he still got to take home $2 million in cash.
We might be a little off with the numbers there. I don't think you get to keep 2 million, but about 1.5, about 1.5.
And before I tell you how he spent all his money, let me remind you that Booga was only 16 when he
That's
won
crazy.
the World Cup back in 2019. He couldn't even vote yet, and suddenly he became a self-made millionaire. And this brought a ton of attention his way. Booga's first place win was the first time that esports made it to mainstream media. He was even on ESPN.
It was crazy, bro. World Cup was so huge, bro.
Good Morning
He was on
America.
Jimmy Fallon too.
BBC.
A 16-year-old gamer, he's known as Booga.
And even Jimmy Fallon had him on for an interview.
Woke up, had a banana, won $3 million, no big deal.
This kid was everywhere, and the news outlets all had one question.
So I asked you a minute ago, what are you going to do with $3 million? I proposed maybe you buy a new car.
So what's the first thing you want to do with the money?
But it turns out Booga didn't buy much of anything at first.
I definitely don't know what I'm really going to buy yet. Maybe like a desk and that's about it, but definitely save it.
Saving it is a good idea.
Yeah.
Smart man wise beyond his years.
In that interview, you heard Booga mention that he was gonna buy a desk, but a few weeks later, he said he was even too lazy to do that.
I actually still haven't even changed it.
Really?
I think I just haven't gotten to it. I've been a little lazy, but like
Booga's
what I
just
have
too
now,
locked
it
in,
works
low-key. He just cares about competing.
But eventually, Booga did end up making a huge purchase with his Fortnite earnings.
My only big, I guess, purchase you could say is my car. That's the only thing I've really purchased.
I don't know what car he drives.
Crazy.
What'd you pick up?
I got a Tesla Model S. About.
Yeah, bro. It's honestly very modest.
Yeah, that's not even that crazy. I mean, it's crazy, but it's not even like.
Much worse than that.
Yeah, it's just I don't even go outside enough to even use it. Like, that thing is almost brand new.
Back in 2019, the Tesla Model S started at a price of around
$80,000?
$75,000, but with upgrades, this was a $100,000 purchase for Booga.
That's light work for
He made
Booga.
$2 million, so I think he'll be all right.
And he streams
Booga seems
and-
to be very humble and down to earth about how he spends his money, but we do know one other thing that he spends a ton of money on, and it's DoorDash.
Hey, Booga, how much a month do you spend on DoorDash, actually?
I spend about $420 a week.
What?
Me too,
So-
Booga. I always want to eat something. But unlike Booga, our next player likes to buy some crazy stuff.
Clix?
In fact, Clix is pretty much known to flaunt his money at every chance possible.
Dang, that's kind of a diss a little bit. He flaunts, but not at every chance possible.
But if I was making as much money as him at only 19 years old, I'd probably do the exact same thing. I mean,
Fair
it doesn't
enough.
take long to find out what this kid is spending his money on. Just check out his YouTube channel. If he got a cool new luxury item, he definitely made a video on it. He got the brand new Apple Vision Pro, a Porsche 911 Turbo S, and
That's
a
sick.
$5 million penthouse.
Come in, don't be nervous. Okay, welcome to the 2023
Why is he talking like that, bro?
apartment tour. And then this is my main room. You already know this is where I sleep. Yeah, the bed. This is a random blanket I got at Target. I don't even have like a comforter. Like it's just like a literally mattress and I sleep. I have way too many clothes. Like dude, it's like I'm grateful.
I think you guys get the picture. All that being said, Clix is doing a lot more than just being the rich Fortnite kid. He recently made a massive business decision that would change his life forever.
One last announcement. We've acquired a majority share in Access!
That's right, Clix's most expensive purchase of all time would be a majority share in the gaming organization XSET.
They just signed a bunch of people for Fortnite.
Just own an org instead of trying to get signed to one. And if you think that Clix has a lot of money, just wait until the end of this video because we have the richest gamer of all time on this list. But next we have Clix's
who's the richest gamer of all time?
Partner, Epic Whale. And as he was also one of the biggest winners at the Fortnite World Cup, placing 3rd in the solo finals and 12th in the duos, he earned himself $1.25 million over that weekend. And just like his old duo Clix, Epic Whale bought himself a car. A very nice car.
Since the World Cup, I started my senior year in high school, got my driver's license and my own car. It's one of my favorite things. Since I got my car, I've had a lot more freedom.
This is part of the
just drive with my friends and we can go
Stories from the Battle Bus, right?
We want. It's definitely fun.
For those of you who aren't car enthusiasts, Epic Whale got a 2019 Chevy Camaro, which is a pretty practical car for a teenage millionaire, but with the Camaro's original MSRP at over $30,000 for the cheapest model, adding a few upgrades made this car worth over $75,000. Epic seemingly still drives this car today, 4 years later, and it's featured in multiple of his recent Instagram posts. After winning the World Cup, Epic also bought himself some upgrades to his setup.
I have added a few new things to my setup. A new chair, a new PC, a new monitor stand, and a new
You gotta
mouse
upgrade your setup, man.
Focus on
especially when you're competing and playing
competitive Fortnite because it's fun and I like competing and being at the top.
And clearly this was a good investment because Epic Whale
Bro low-key had a glow up too. He looked like a kid in the I mean he was a kid in the documentary. He's hitting the gym like crazy lately. I feel like his face is growing, like he's growing into his face. W for Epic Whale.
Came mostly from content creation when he absolutely blew up in 2020, going from 80,000 followers to just under 1 million.
Ron low-key had a second blow up just now, and he doesn't even play Fortnite. And he gets a lot of viewers without even playing Fortnite.
His love of cars. In fact, he has a second channel where he talks about cars called The Stable. Get it? It's because Stable Ronaldo. Whatever. Regardless, for a while he was driving around in this Audi RS Q8.
Nice.
Before that, Ronaldo even owned a Tesla Model X, which costs over $100,000.
Very cool. I have a Model X as well.
Ron decided to upgrade to the brand new Porsche 911 GT3.
I also had a Porsche 911 GT3. I sold it though because I wasn't driving it too much, mainly because it's kind of a smaller car and I feel like I just like having more space when I sat down. I'm a pretty big person.
For those of you that aren't fans of cars, this thing costs $300,000.
Jeez.
That's more than most people's houses and yearly salaries. And that's not the only big purchase that
mine wasn't $300,000. Mine was like $200,000.
He also just picked up
so maybe it was a different kind.
$40,000 watch.
It's brown. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's brown.
But if you think Ronaldo has bad spending habits, let me introduce you to Nick Merckx. A retired Fortnite player, Nick Merckx is one of the older players from the Fortnite
I think Nick spent like $400K on just his like stream room setup.
He should just get
and he doesn't even use it. It's the one that he has in Michigan.
And although he's not the first
but he did buy I think he's gonna mention it, but he bought a crazy watch.
Fortnite Pro, Nick Merckx has managed to win around $150,000 from Fortnite alone. And a lot of his earnings came from playing with his old duo partner SypherPK, who we will be talking about later in this video, so stick around.
Nick's first tournament win was me and him winning the Fortnite Friday. And that tournament had people like Tfue, Myth, Hamlin's, Daquan, like it had all the OGs in it. So like we won that first tournament. And he was on controller, and back then controller was like really weak. They didn't have any of the settings they have now.
Not to mention, Nick Merckx is also the co-owner of one of the biggest organizations in the world, FaZe Clan. Aside from investing in gaming teams, Nick also bought a $2 million mega mansion in Michigan back in 2019.
This is where he built his stream room, I think. His crazy stream room.
As you can see from that sick drone shot, this place was huge. Plus, it had an epic man cave in his basement.
He spent a lot on this one. He had a waterfall in there, bro. He had a waterfall in his game room. That is crazy.
Later on, Nick Merckx decided that Michigan wasn't the place for his forever home, and he decided to move down to Florida. Due to concerns of doxing, Nick has decided not to do an in-depth sharing of his house in Florida, but according to a Forbes article, his house costed 3 or 4 times what it did in Michigan, meaning that he spent almost $10 million on his new house.
I gotta go see his new house, bro. I gotta go visit.
Another cost that many people won't think about is that Nick Merckx is actually a father. And for those of you that don't know, having
kids
a
are
child
expensive.
is very expensive.
I wouldn't know.
Between buying cribs, strollers, food, and anything else a baby could need, he's probably gonna end up spending well into the millions of dollars, putting his child through college and more. But just because he has a wife and kids doesn't mean he still isn't spending his money on fun things too. Just a few weeks ago, Nick spent $300,000 on a watch. And I mean, wow, just look at that thing. It is gold. Which reminds me, I'm kind of broke and I need a house. So if you guys could subscribe and help me get one,
subscribe to Timmy,
some
guys.
Players are more interested
He makes
in
some really good
houses than
videos
watches,
and he's popping off.
Like our second UK gamer on this list, Mongrel. Just recently, he spent 1 million pounds, which is around 1.3 million USD, on his new house.
I moved in here recently, about 3 or 4 months ago, when I was 18. So it's been nice being in my own space.
That's right. He bought a $1 million home when he turned 18 years old. That is crazy. It's got 3 bedrooms and a nice kitchen to support a gamer diet.
Grill that I only cook eggs and steak on. I don't really cook anything else. Chicken sometimes, that's about it. Chopping boards, knives, nothing too special.
A massive wardrobe.
Just clothes that I wear like when I don't care about where I'm going. And I have like the same H&M t-shirt, black t-shirt, like 15 times. I just bought it 15 times and I just wear that anywhere, like gas station, gym, shops, anywhere I don't care, I'll wear that.
And of course, a whole room dedicated to his gaming setup.
It's upstairs, so first room is
Mongo's also changed a lot since he was a kid, bro.
So here it is. Adjustable desk that I got recently. Not recently, months ago actually, but...
Although Mongrel retired from Fortnite briefly, he is back and competing, unlike our next member of this list, Tfue. Tfue is one of the biggest names.
Bro's living his life in Florida right now.
And then kind of unretire, and then retire again. Honestly, you never know what he's gonna do next. One day he's making videos, jumping off of bridges with friends.
That's a crazy jump. What the hell?
And the next day he's playing Fortnite. But
that has to be dangerous as hell.
Tfue has always had a love for the water and the ocean. Even when he was a kid, he used to participate in professional skimming tournaments.
That's crazy.
So with all of his earnings from Fortnite to content creation, it only makes sense that Turner would buy himself a boat. A $1 million boat.
That's the boat he's always on, like on his stories all the time. The boats are expensive, man. Not just to buy them, but to upkeep them.
The day after he bought the boat, he immediately took it out on the water to participate in a $100,000 fishing competition. Unfortunately, though, he didn't win.
So we got 8th place out of 40 pro boats, so it's not bad. Next tournament, though, 1st place.
Bro's competing in fishing
if
tournaments.
If you guys enjoy this video or any of my other ones and you want to help support the channel,
That's
use
crazy.
code TimmyFNBR in the Fortnite item shop. It would mean a lot. Thank you so much, and let's get back to the video. Next up is our second to last richest gamer, and you all love him and know him as SypherPK. Ali Hassan, or Cypher, is making some big business moves on this side of the Fortnite universe. We don't know as much about what he does with his money at home, but we do know...
I'll tell you guys, I have 2 cars. I'll just be transparent with you guys. I've been a millionaire since I was 21, and I'm 28 now. So it's been 7 years, basically since Fortnite came out. I purchased 2 cars, well 3, but I sold 1. I bought the Porsche 911, like I said, but I didn't drive it that much, and used car prices were at an all-time high like a year and a half ago. So I sold it, and it didn't really cost me anything. I have a Tesla Model X, useful, spacious, can fit 6 people in there in the backseat. And then I have a Porsche Macan, which is also an SUV, and it's spacious. And that was like my first big purchase. I think the Model X was like 110K. The Porsche Macan's like 85K. And then I have a house, and I think he's going to talk about it. I'll let him talk about it.
A lot of it.
I have a building.
He has 3 channels with over 1 million subscribers.
Poor Cypher
and
plays,
he's
man.
Sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts. Honestly, I didn't even know Duncan was sponsoring YouTubers. I thought it was just like Ice Spice, Ben Affleck, and random football
Ben Affleck
players.
are close
Anyway,
now.
About 2 years ago, on January 25th, 2022, Sypher announced a new chapter in his career.
Without further ado,
Oni
I would
Studios.
like to present Oni Studios.
Oh, my cat was in the background there. I just noticed.
Oni Studios is a haven for content creators that offers them everything they could need, from help with ideation, editing, and so much more. And as far as I know, there are barely any companies offering exactly what Oni does.
If you guys think Oni Studios is just helping with the YouTube side of things, or we're just some sort of YouTube management company, you are completely wrong. Oni Studios covers every single aspect of a creator's needs to develop their brand and their content.
When he announced the company 2 years ago, he was just operating out of a tiny office. But here comes the massive purchase that you've all been waiting for. In 2023, Sypher opened up a $10 million gaming headquarters.
Hey, what's up guys? It's Sypher and welcome to the Oni Studios HQ.
And let's just say
So it's a pretty big HQ.
this place is massive.
And you guys might notice I'm not streaming there as much right now. I go there a couple times a week. The team is working from home for the most part, but sometimes we go into the office, but we still use it. And the thing about Oni Studios is like a lot of the stuff that we do is kind of like not as flashy and not in your face, but we are doing a lot behind the scenes, from the map making to working with brands, helping brands get into Fortnite, executing sponsorships, things like that. Not as exciting and it's not as flashy and in your face, but there's a lot going on. And the building, I remember when I bought the building, people were like, it's kind of a risky purchase, but the buildings, I mean, the building's already worth more, and I've been offered more than $10 million for the building. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to give away too much information.
Everything a creator can dream of.
It's a sick building.
LAN center.
This could be good for some game nights.
A lot of people have used this building too. A lot of content creators, like local content creators, have used the building to do their own productions, their own live streams.
A basketball hoop.
A basketball hoop set up right here. Well,
we've also done some events, some in-person events at the building with. But I have a better shot than that, guys. Come on now.
Guys, you know me. I had to have an arcade so I can play some Street Fighter as Chun-Li. Look at those kicks.
The bot just ruined me, bro.
Just based on that tour, it's pretty clear that Sypher knows what he's doing, and I, for one, am incredibly excited to see what's next with all the content from Oni Studios. But without further ado, here comes the richest gamer.
It's gonna be Ninja. Yeah.
And
I was gonna say, who's on this list that has me beat? Ninja has me beat right now.
Will surprise
right now.
Tyler Ninja
I'm making
Leonard,
moves.
A creator that got so insanely successful from Fortnite, he was invited to New Year's Eve in Times Square.
Of course he had to bring up this clip. 10 seconds into it, he had to bring up this clip. That's crazy. That's crazy.
And he even played Fortnite with Drake.
You didn't always play this, right? You played like Players Battleground Unknown, right?
Yeah. I played PUBG.
I saw you like win a crazy like competition and shit like that.
You saw that? Nice, dude.
And if you want to know how much money Ninja is making, I can show you. Because last fall, Ninja accidentally exposed his Twitch earnings while on stream.
Oh, I remember this.
That just off of Twitch, in 1 month, he made $140,000. And this is in 2022. He was making way more back in his prime in 2018 to 2020. So it's safe to say this guy's not only set for life, but he's also 100% the richest person on this list. But one thing about Ninja is that he's always been very private of his home life. And it isn't
He
by
has to mention the Mixer deal, right? In this?
Do house tours or car tours.
The Mixer deal is like the biggest thing.
As much as like
that has happened for Ninja in terms of like sponsorships.
I would love to be able to be like, guys, what's up, dude? Here's my house tour. This is my cars. This is what's going down. This is the setup, dude. This is the room, dude. This is where, you know, all the action happens. And you know, provide that type of content, but it's just not possible anymore.
Technology is so good nowadays that people can figure out your home address from the outside or even just the inside of your house. So putting house tours up could put you and whoever you live with at risk. However, there is one thing that we do know Ninja is investing his money into massively.
Nutcase.
And that is nut milk. Yep, sweet nut milk. No comment. Ninja is the co-founder of a company called Nutcase, which specializes in chocolate cashew milk. And according to the website, Ninja's nut milk is even good for the brain. This company is the most expensive purchase on this list, as the company is allegedly valued at over $40 million.
Jeez.
That is nuts.
Get it?
Get it? Because nut.
All right, bro.
Okay. No more jokes for
You're
me.
done. You're
Anyways,
done, Timmy
thank you,
FNBR. Guys, another banger from Timmy FNBR. Thank you guys so much for watching. Show him some love. He's already up to 40K subscribers. I think when I first found his channel, he was at like 2K subs. So show him some love. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Is that actually the first one?
This is one of the greatest moments in Fortnite history.
All right, setting the scene.
And this is what Fortnite looks like today. But how did we get here? Today, I'm going to be doing a detailed breakdown of the entire story of Fortnite.
So many people have done this video,
Let's go all
so
the
I'm
way
keen to
back
see.
to the beginning of Fortnite Battle Royale. Ladies and gentlemen, grab your popcorn because we are starting on Saturday, December 10th of 2011. More specifically, at an event called the Video Game Awards. Here, Epic Games announced the creation of their newest game, Fortnite. And to give you an idea of how different things were back then, here's a small clip of the original trailer from that day, almost 13 years ago.
Oh, this is the original trailer. That's actually crazy. This is back when like zombies and COD was like crazy.
The original trailer shows a completely different Fortnite from the one we have today. This version of Fortnite seems to be a horror survival game, sort of a mix of Call of Duty Zombies and Minecraft, both games being hugely popular at this time. The look of the game was, well, very different. It had a darker, grittier style, and there was no Spider-Man doing the gritty with Chun-Li. In 2012, Epic did a panel at the San Diego Comic-Con event where they announced a 2013 release date for the much-anticipated game. This, however, got pushed back again and again and again until it was July 25th of 2017 when Fortnite finally entered its early access mode. This was now referred to as Fortnite Save the World.
That trailer's
Fortnite
a W, by the way.
Save the World mode was met with mixed reviews. And by 2018, the zombie survival drama was not something that gamers were looking for. Not to mention, you actually had to pay for this version of Fortnite, which is unlike the Battle Royale version, which would end up being free.
Paying $60 for Save the World is crazy.
As successful as they would hoped it would be.
I mean,
so they decided to look into other ways to keep
it was back
players
when you paid for
interested
games,
and
so to be
attract new
fair.
players. That's when Epic launched a game mode that would not just change the alternate Epic Games world they created, but our entire world as we know it. And it was called Fortnite Battle Royale. On September 26th,
they turned it around pretty quick, I'm pretty sure.
Epic launched Fortnite Battle Royale. The concept was very simple, and still is to this day. 100 players enter an arena, and only one can leave. At least when you're playing solos, that is. They start on the battle bus and skydive onto the island. And once players are on the ground, they gather loot, build forts, and fight off enemies until they are the last one standing. All while players are running from the ever-shrinking storm. This concept was very similar to a game that had come out earlier that year.
Where's the
called
PUBG mention?
A game where 100 players skydive
Don't forget
onto
about
an
this.
island,
This was
gather loot
the
to fight off
game
enemies
at the
until they're
time.
the last one standing, all while running from a storm. Sound familiar? Yeah. Well, PUBG's lawyers thought so. They actually tried to sue Epic Games, but the lawsuit was eventually dropped. Probably because the concept of a battle royale wasn't exactly new. The point of all of this being that the concept of a battle royale was not original to PUBG or Fortnite. And Fortnite certainly would not be the last battle royale game made. Games like Apex Legends, Call of Duty Warzone, and many others quickly swept in to mooch off the genre and Fortnite's
Apex launch was fun, I remember that.
With all this being said, why Fortnite? What made Fortnite of all these games more successful than the others? And what made Fortnite into the game that it is today? The short answer is updates. Fortnite is a game that's constantly changing and adding new content. The different eras of Fortnite are tracked using chapters and seasons. But when the game launched, there was none of this. This era, before all of the chapters in the season, is referred to as the preseason era, or more commonly, Season 0. And this ran in between September and October of 2017. Back then, players didn't have any cosmetics available. Everyone was using default skins. In addition to this, some of the biggest creators in the world, like Ninja, and many others were just starting to play the game, but we'll talk more about those guys later. Also, a fun fact, in this
I know one of those guys.
there was a weapon introduced into the game
Zappatron.
that was only in Fortnite for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It was called the Zappatron and has the record for the shortest stint an item has ever had in Fortnite. But forgetting all of that, Fortnite would eventually release Chapter 1, Season 1. Season 1, also called First Steps by Epic Games, was launched on October 26th of 2017. This new season introduced the item shop and season shop, which let players purchase
I can't believe I
cosmetics
didn't buy
to
Gold
customize
Trooper,
their
man.
characters. Season 1 also had the first ever limited time event, or LTM for short.
Oh, I remember when
Here,
they
there
launched
was a
this.
50
This was
v
crazy.
50 where players were split into 2 teams and then given 10
crazy,
minutes
'cause
to
what is
prepare
this?
for
This is
PvP.
like
Epic would
7
do
years
this
ago
and
at this
many more
point?
things in the
Damn,
future
that's
to keep
7
the game
years ago, that
interesting
footage of
and
me.
keep players engaged.
It's crazy.
Which honestly is
That's
something
7
really
years
unique,
ago.
and
Man,
one
my
of the big
skin looks
answers
so
to why
smooth.
Fortnite has outperformed a lot of other similar battle royale
The
games.
lighting in my room don't look
now,
too good
like
there
I
right
said
now.
before,
Lighting there
we
looks
can't
better,
talk about
low-key.
Fortnite without mentioning the content creators that rose to fame because of the game's popularity. Easily the most memorable content creator of this era is none other than Ninja.
Yeah. Bro, the revolver clip. Bro, the revolver clip. This one's a classic. Actually insane.
Oh my god! Tyler Blevins, also known as Ninja, joined the world of pro gaming all the way back in 2009 playing Halo 3. Yeah, he's really old, but he didn't start streaming games until 2011.
This Timmy
And
guy's a
although he was
savage.
relatively successful playing games like Halo 3 and PUBG, he didn't really blow up until the start of Fortnite. At the beginning of Fortnite, his followers grew from 500,000 to 2 million in just 6 months. But we're gonna get back to Ninja and many other creators later, cause it's time to talk about Season 2. This, in my opinion, is the most important season in Fortnite history. You see, Season 2 was the first ever Fortnite season with a theme to it, and that theme was medieval times. And more importantly than all of this, this was the first ever season with the
Fortnite
Battle
Battle
Pass.
Pass.
The introduction of a Battle Pass was very interesting because it gave players a reason to
They
grind
weren't the first,
game
by the way.
every single
Dota was
day.
the first.
This
that
was
I remember.
one of the biggest reasons Fortnite was able to have so many players consistently playing their game at the time. The Tier 100 skin in this season is one of my favorite skins of all
GOAT,
time,
the OG.
the Black Knight.
Yeah,
the Battle
boy.
Pass wasn't the only huge addition of Fortnite in this season, however, and one of the largest updates not only in this season, but of all time, was the addition of Tilted Towers.
Yeah.
I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field
The OG.
Tilted's abundance of loot and endless places to hide made it a common drop
I
point for
hated it. I
players.
still hate it, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Additionally, in Season 2, we also saw the entrance of
The
Jug
quality
Jug.
of these
Easily one
cinematic
of the most
trailers was
impactful updates
crazy.
in gaming history. Season 2 of Fortnite would be really hard to follow up. But Epic Games and its developers still had a lot in store for Season 3. Season 3 is largely considered the start of Fortnite's story, or
Actually,
lore, as
just-
some would call it. This
they
is
just
because
kept
a
going.
giant
Like,
meteor appeared in the sky around the
their
middle
run
of the season.
back in this day
Smaller
is
meteorites
insane.
also crashed into places across the island, and
just
new
kept
locations
consistently
such as
making
guided
banger
missile and
updates,
Lucky
banger
Landing were
trailers.
introduced.
Like-
Season 3 also introduced loading screens, weekly challenges, and contrails for players. Not to mention one of my favorite battle passes of all time, which was space themed. Eventually, that giant meteor crashed into Dusty Depot, which destroyed it and turned it into Dusty Divot. Feel free to comment "RIP Dusty Depot" in the comments. I know you miss it as much as I do. Speaking of Dusty Depot exploding,
alright.
this is what led us into the beginning
Hot
of
Rocks were
Season
crazy.
4, called Brace for Impact. This season was incredibly popular. It included a superhero theme
It was
and
insanely
the first
goated.
ever major collaboration in form of the Infinity Gauntlet
I
LTM.
remember that's the wrong
This
trailer,
was
by the
brought
way.
out to cross
I remember when
promote
this
the
trailer
new
came
Marvel
out
movie,
and just
Avengers
like,
Infinity Wars, which
oh,
was one of the
bro.
biggest movies at its time. In this LTM,
Nah,
players
that was
fought over the Infinity
motion was
Gauntlet
crazy.
mythic item, which would turn players into Thanos.
Yeah,
and
it's
as
insane.
expected, Thanos was a little bit OP.
No, we
However,
need that,
this
though.
was one of my favorite game modes, and I can just remember playing this with all my friends.
Yeah, no, this was something
The Infinity
diff.
Gauntlet happened to be the first ever mythic item in the game as well, which would lead on to a bunch more crazy mythic items that we'll talk about in the future. Although this item was limited to the Infinity Gauntlet LTM at the time, this is not the last time we're going to see an overpowered weapon. Trust me.
Yeah,
During this
that's
time
true.
as well, another huge update to Fortnite actually came from the community instead of Epic Games himself. Because it was at this time that the Fortnite community themselves started to crave some sort of esports aspect. The game was fun, everybody knew that. But just like any other game, people wanted to compete. Surprisingly, up until this point, there weren't any official tournaments run by Epic Games. However, as we'll see, there are so many Fortnite content creators who could fill this gap in the market. And just like that, Friday Fortnite was born. Popular and controversial content creator Keemstar started Friday Fortnite in May of 2018.
Gotta give him credit. He
and
did
the
do
event
it.
would run Friday of every week.
It was
Keem would
so
bring
much
on
fun to play, even though I had to
creators
play
and
on like
pro
bad
gamers to fill the
ping.
event. Even huge
Bro, that time we
creators
almost beat
outside
Ninja,
of the Fortnite community would come to
bro.
play.
Me and
Logan
Elliot
Paul
almost
and
beat
Mr.
Ninja,
Beast were
man.
some of the YouTubers, just to name a couple. This was a massive turning point for Fortnite and its popularity. See, at this point, Fortnite was already one of the most popular games of its time, but it hadn't really reached the mainstream yet. With the introduction of creators like Mr. Beast into Friday Fortnite, however, Fortnite's popularity absolutely skyrockets at this time. With all these new eyes on Fortnite, the Epic Games dev team wanted to shock the world. They wanted to do something that had never been done before.
100 mil
and
prize
that
pool.
brings us to the end of Season 4. The finale of this season had
Oh,
the
this
game's
was crazy
first
too.
official
That,
live
like,
event.
obviously, this is.
And it was called
This is
the
what
Blast
Mustard
Off
was
event.
talking about. This
event
is the
itself
magic.
was started by a
And he's not
character
wrong.
named the Visitor, who arrived on the island through the meteor from previous seasons. He launches the rocket after programming it to travel through multiple dimensions, and the rocket almost
This was
destroys Tilted
unheard of.
Towers, but luckily it was swallowed by a rift. But Tilted won't be safe forever, so stick around to see what happens. Well, anyway, after some more chaos, it finally launches into the sky and formed a sideways rift. This event would not only shock the Fortnite community, but gaming as a whole. This was the first time that such a large amount of players would all gather around together to watch an event.
Now
And
that's
many
culture.
Popular creators would even live stream the event to their audiences. Well, as you can see, the really impactful end of Season 4 left a giant cut or rift in the sky, which leads us right into Season 5, Worlds Collide. Because of the sideways rift in the sky, many of the old POIs were swapped with those from other dimensions. Moisty Mire was replaced with Paradise Palms and a desert. As
Miss
changes
Paradise,
kept
man.
happening across the map, the rift seemed to sort of widen. During this time, a lot of new cosmetics were added, including toys. So now you can throw balls back and forth with the boys, if you're into that.
Yeah,
Well,
what the
anyway,
hell? Hey,
this
yo.
season also introduced one of the most important characters in Fortnite history, Kevin. You see,
I was waiting for Kevin.
is amazing. He's big, he's tall, and he's a cube. A big purple cube. And sometimes he even moves. Oh, also, he created a giant floating island that hovers above the Fortnite map. And this was just the start of Kevin the Cube, because in Season 6, Darkness Rises, Kevin and his giant floating island caused the map to flood with corruption. Different corrupted areas began to appear across the map, and the island also moved around the map every single game.
Yes,
However,
this is when I
cool
started playing with
addition wasn't
Fresh.
appreciated by everybody. For the players in the competitive community, this was very controversial. Players who like to drop at the same spot on every map of every game were sometimes being griefed by the island being above their spots. Personally, however, I think this is one of my favorite seasons of all time because it was unpredictable.
The only
and
thing that
just
sucks about
really
this
fun.
is I
Unfortunately,
hated watching
however,
people that played on that
tragedy struck
widescreen
Fortnite.
res. I hated
Because on
that.
November 4th of 2018, Kevin the Cube exploded. Everyone online during the live event was sent
Bro,
to
I
the
didn't get to watch this live event,
which was
bro.
a bright white void connecting.
Or was it the other one? No, I think it was this one. There was this one I didn't get to watch. Because I was doing a YouTube rewind and they didn't even put me in the damn thing. So it was just
floating
L.
island crumbled into
Still
the lake
pissed
below,
about that.
creating a beautiful environment with flowers and waterfalls. This was a very sharp contrast to the dark scenery of Leaky Lake just moments before. And this is now known as the Butterfly event, which launched players right into Season 7.
I played this on
you
my
better
phone.
watch out. This season was winter themed because, you know, it was winter. Anyways,
Season 7, man. This one's got a
introduced
spot
weapon
in
wraps to
everyone's
the cosmetics
heart, I
item
think,
shop.
just because it came out in
And
Christmas.
also planes
Like,
were added to the game. And
it's just.
this happened too.
Ugh.
Yep, the Infinity Blade was placed
such a good
atop
season,
mountain
man.
at Polar
Such a
Peak.
good season.
For those
It's
of you
like
that don't
insane how good
remember,
it was.
Only one of these overpowered Infinity Blades can exist on the map at any given time. Whenever a player picks up the
Yeah, me and
Infinity
Elliot
Blade,
tried to
they
drop here for it. I
all
remember
their
this.
other inventory items, including their materials, guns, traps, heals.
Getting the
everything.
blade, the rush of getting the blade
Although
was
this
crazy.
sounded like a huge disadvantage at first. That's until you
And that's
hear
when
the
people
weapon
started
stats.
investing in drop spots.
The Infinity Blade doubles the HP and shield health of the holder and passively generates the player's HP. If you eliminate someone with the blade, you immediately gain 50 HP, which was a precursor to the Siphon event, which we'll talk about later. Not only that, but
Siphon
the
this
player
point?
moves 30% faster when holding the blade. The sword itself does 75 damage per hit, which roughly equates to 112.5 damage per second. Yeah, people hated this thing.
Nah,
It was
this thing
so
was sick. What are you
overpowered
talking
that
about?
it
People
was
hated that. Look at me on the
vaulted
ground.
only 3 days later.
Me on the ground
As
dead.
exciting as the
Oh, no.
Infinity Blade was, that was not the most important update of Season 7. Remember before when I said that Season 2 was probably the most important update in gaming history at that point? Well, that's about to be blown away. Because in Season 7, we would have by far the most important update in not only Fortnite history, but probably in gaming history of all time. This is the season where Fortnite would introduce Creative Mode.
Yep.
Creative Mode allowed players
Wait,
to
I'm pretty
create
sure that
their own
was
islands,
I was in this
game
trailer.
modes,
That's
and
me.
anything else
I
they could
remember going to
think
the
of.
office, dude.
The introduction
Like
of
the
this
Epic
Creative
Games
Mode
headquarters,
increased the landscape
and like
of
getting to
Fortnite
play
forever.
creative mode for the
Because
first time.
in addition to all the
It was
fun
crazy.
creative maps you could build, this allowed for players to
Yeah.
practice every
No, this
single
was-
aspect
this was
of
wild.
their game individually. From build battles to edit courses to aim trainers and so much more.
Wow, I haven't seen aim
This
trainers like
blew
that.
Playground
That's crazy.
mode out of the water. The skill gap between your everyday casual player and a player who grinded creative mode got wider and wider
No, it
by
did.
the day.
This was
New
the big
building
part.
techniques, fighting
Still being able to
styles, and
practice
edits were
is
invented on a
insane.
daily basis, and this led players
And it's
to
still
get
one of the
a
biggest
lot
categories
better.
within creative mode.
Creative is a huge part of Fortnite to this
Endless
day,
Zone Wars, hit it up.
and we'll talk about that more later, because first we need to talk about Season 8, also known as
Yeah.
X Marks the Spot. Another one of my
W.
favorite seasons cosmetically, this season was pirate-themed. It also brought animated sprays and moving emotes to the cosmetic
Why are we
catalog.
talking about animated
This
sprays?
season
Like,
was
come on,
especially
bro.
memorable because it had the first live event decided by the fans.
Yeah, this was where it
unprecedented
crashed
because
for me.
Players in video games had never really had a say on
Everybody
what we
had the
wanted.
drum
It was
gun.
always just up to the devs.
Welcome for the back,
That's
drum gun,
why
right?
when Epic released the unvaulting event,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was drum gun.
absolutely broke the internet.
Yeah.
The unvaulting event took place on May 4th of 2019.
The one cat
The
voting for the
vault
sword.
on the map finally opened, emitting a giant white beam of light. Players who
Yeah.
jumped in were thrown back into the 0 point, and inside the 0 point, players voted for an item to be unvaulted. For those of you that don't know, a vaulted item in video games, and more specifically in Fortnite, is
Yeah.
something that used to be in the game's
It's just seeing the drones all around one thing is just so funny to me. Like, it's just so
Epic
funny.
allowed players to unvault and bring back one of 6 items for the game. The players could choose from bouncers, the drum gun, grapplers, the Infinity Blade, no thank you, planes, and tactical submachine guns.
Attack SMGs ended up coming back
Unsurprisingly,
anyway.
People voted almost unanimously for the very popular and sometimes overpowered drum gun. After the voting,
Sometimes.
players were relaunched back into the
This event
game,
pisses me off,
only
man.
to
It
find
crashed.
The volcano
I had,
on the
like, so
north
many
side of
viewers
the
as
map
well.
erupted. The explosion destroyed popular POIs like Retail Row, Polar Peak, and most memorably, Tilted Towers. But we'll get back to the lore and story of Fortnite in a second, because as I said previously, the introduction of creative mode really started to increase the skill level of players. And around that same time, Epic had been running their first round of professional tournaments called skirmishes. These in-person LAN events were the start of the very large popularity to come of competitive Fortnite. This also introduced some of the game's biggest creators to the spotlight. Players like Tfue, SypherPK, Nick Mercs, Cloaksy, and Ninja, and many more all participated in these skirmish events. However, these tournaments would not
I barely got to get into
known
those
as
because it was
the
mainly
world's
Americans.
biggest esport event in
They
history,
let you do
the
some of them, but
Fortnite
you
World
couldn't
Cup.
really do anything from
We're now in
Australia.
2019.
They made up for it
and
though
Fortnite
with
is incredibly mainstream.
the summer
So
skirmish.
it was
No, what
time
was it
that
called?
Epic Games made a splash
Straight Down Under.
in the entire gaming community and world at large. Epic Games hosted the Fortnite World Cup at Arthur Ashe Stadium in New York City. The tournament had an absolutely whopping
It's so hard to get everything in one of these
$30 million
videos
prize pool,
because there
which
is so much stuff to
hard
cover. Like that's not even the World
That
Cup.
is
That's
so
the
much money.
Pro-Am,
And it
which
was
you
by far
skipped.
the
But
largest
like, there's
prize
so much
pool
stuff
that
to
an
cover here.
esports tournament had ever seen. In order to qualify, players had to compete in online events taking place over 10 weeks between April and June of 2019. Each week alternated between solos and duos, and
I
it separated
wish
gamers by
what I would do to
geographical
pay
region, and the
to be able
top
to play World
scorers in
Cup
each
again,
region from all around the world would
but,
proceed
like,
to the finals of the World Cup.
not like
in New
oh
York
my god,
City.
they do a World Cup again. I mean
Nearly
like World Cup
40
as in
million
I
players
essentially
competed,
time travel
and the
back 5
tournament
years
narrowed
ago,
it
which
down
is
to
actually
only
impossible
200
because
players
I want everyone
competing
else to
for
be
the big
bad and me to be
prize.
good.
So what's so interesting about this
I still don't think
style
I'd win
of
World
open
Cup though,
qualifiers
even if I
was
went with my
that
current
it
skill
allowed
level.
anybody to try and make it to the top. Previously, big esports like CSGO and Call of Duty were limited to players that were signed to large esports teams. But in this case, anyone could train
people's
with their
aim is
friends
still
and
insane.
try their best to make it to New York City. Because of this, a majority of the players competing in the World Cup ended up being kids. In
Yeah.
fact, the average age of a competitor in the Fortnite World Cup was 16, and the youngest players at the time were only 13 years old. As most of you already know, the big winner of the weekend was the solo champion, Booga. Kyle Giersdorf, also known as Booga, brought home an insane $3 million as a result of him winning the Fortnite tournament. The World Cup was one of the first gaming events on such a massive scale. Not only did millions of people watch online, but Fortnite sold out tickets IRL with almost 20,000 people in person to watch Booga win. This was huge for the gaming world because this showed people and mostly
So much fun,
parents
man.
that playing games could be more than just a hobby. Booga was featured on talk shows and all other kinds of TV programs, including Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, I want to be you so bad, dude. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous of you right now.
And Fortnite was truly all over the world at this point because of it.
Yeah.
Everybody knew who Fortnite was. People were posting wins on their Snapchat stories.
Nah, that
and
was back.
everybody
That was
wanted
back
to
in
be
season
Booga.
2-3.
We'll have
That
more
wasn't-
about the
that
esports
wasn't
and
Fortnite
competitive side
season
of
8,
Fortnite later
like-
in the video, but for now, we need to talk about season 9,
Yeah.
also called The Future Is Yours. Before I talk about season 9, however,
Why did he? I think he messed up his edit here. Bro, I forgot to talk about hitting the subscribe
so
button.
season 9, The Future Is Yours, was really
That's
strange
crazy.
because it introduced the Devourer. Apparently, he was trapped under Polar Peak and was woken up during the unvaulting event. The Devourer was a really big, creepy-looking dude with one eye and way too many teeth. But after he woke up, he jumped into the sea, taking Polar Peak and its castle with it. Sometimes players could spot the monster swimming around in the water by spotting the castle peeking out above the surface. Eventually, the Devourer decided the sea wasn't a good enough home, and it began to attack coastal points of interest like Snobby Shores, Pleasant Park, and Loot Lake. His storyline culminated in the final showdown event on
This
July
was a
20th
crazy
of
event.
2019. Throughout
Yeah,
the
this was
season, the
sick.
Mecha Team Leader was under construction, led by Singularity and the Imagined Order. After the mech was completed, a countdown to the final showdown event appeared. Once the countdown reached 0, the Devourer got out of the water and began to march across the island. After a long and valiant battle, the mecha came out on top, stabbing the sword of
So
Singularity
sick.
right through the Devourer's head, ending its reign of terror over the Fortnite map. But the destruction caused by the battle will change the Fortnite island forever. The mecha had to tear the 0 point out of its containment, and eventually the inner core exploded, causing a reality wave across the island. This would launch us into the ever-important Fortnite season, Out of Time, also called Season X. After the explosion following the reality wave, the scientist, a new character in Fortnite, arrived on the island and created 7 rift beacons across the map to invite the other members of the 7 into the loop.
I low-key hated this season. No, I high-key hated this season, but I missed the season at the same time.
My favorite being the addition of Gotham City, where everyone is Batman. I love Batman. Once the scientist was done building every rift, he built a rocket at Dusty Depot and set off a timer.
This is the event I also didn't get into. Bro, there were so many events I just didn't get into.
Which took place on October 13th,
so he's picked everyone here.
The rocket launch would set off a chain of events leading to the total destruction of Fortnite as we know it. An explosion so giant, it left the game literally unplayable. When players logged in on the following day, they were greeted with a giant black hole. The effects of the live event weren't only felt in-game. All the Fortnite social media accounts were blacked out during this event, and all that was left on their socials was a single post titled ... and a live stream of the Black Hole live event. This event
I remember
was one
kids
of
couldn't
the
play
biggest
Fortnite,
gaming events
and kids
in
being me.
On YouTube, the game at one point reached 4.3 million concurrent viewers, and Twitch confirmed that 1.7 million concurrent viewers were watching the live event. The whole website of Twitch even crashed at one point because of how many people were watching the game go dark.
Legit.
So this was the end of Fortnite.
Don't have anything to do.
Or was it? You see, this was just the beginning. After 2 days of waiting,
this transition's cold, by the way.
On October
this transition might be one of the best transitions in Fortnite. You ready for this? You're not ready for it. You're not ready for it. Ready?
Chapter 2. The black hole blew up, reshaping the previous island into a brand new one.
Insane transition. I thought that was just one of the cleanest ones going.
Everything was given a revamp on the island. New textures, improved graphics, and even the battle pass was built differently. They added cool water features as well, like swimming and boats.
Yeah, this has motivated me to win FNCS. I remember playing FNCS. This is like Chapter 2, Season 2.
Slow down, and nothing was changing.
So good.
Chapters 2, Season 1, which was supposed to be a new spark to the game, became the longest season in Fortnite history.
Yeah, that was dead.
It lasted an entire 127 days, more than a third of a year. Players started to wonder if this new chapter system would just be like long seasons.
Yeah.
And everyone was disappointed.
And I get it from Fortnite's side too, because like it's a new map, so they're gonna need more time to adjust and play it and stuff like that. Like I get that.
That would have been a really bad decision. However, this sadness didn't last too long because Season 2 of Chapter 2 finally came out on February 20th of 2020, right before the world was plunged into COVID
one of
lockdowns.
the most
This chapter centered on
insane,
spies.
crazy
seasons. The first AI bosses and henchmen were added, like Midas, TNT Tina,
also,
and
this
even
trailer
a collab
fire,
with
too.
Deadpool. Each boss dropped a special mythic item that was even stronger than the legendary gold version of that item. Travis Scott, my favorite rapper, even had a concert in-game that season called Travis Scott's Astronomical. As much as I would love to show you some of the Travis Scott show, unfortunately, I don't want a copyright strike, so you'll have to watch that later when you're done watching this video. Anyways, Season 2 ended with
this
the
event
device
also
live
didn't
event.
work for me. Like,
Midas
is this just
was
like
building
a compilation of events that didn't work while I'm streaming to hundreds of thousands of people? Because if that's what it is, I'm really not enjoying
was
this.
meant to stop the storm from closing in
This
on the
event
island.
was sick though, and the
For
after
just a
it was
moment,
sick
the
too.
device seemed to have worked. The island is beautiful and serene with no storm until the entire island is flooded.
That's
And next
so
up, we've got
sick.
Season 3 called Splashdown. Now, instead of running from the storm, players are
Didn't bring
running
up
from a
Ninja
giant
Skin.
wall of water. Parts of the map are now completely flooded, but slowly drained throughout the season. Not to mention, everybody's favorite superhero, Aquaman, was added to the game. I'm kidding about him being everyone's favorite. Yeah, okay. Of course, this was just to promote the superhero movie coming out in 2018, Aquaman, which was 2 years old at that point, but whatever.
Yeah,
Cars
that was
were also
weird.
added to the game for
It
the
was
first
old
time.
at that point.
And inside of the cars, you could listen to music both from Fortnite and also real-life artists. This was a huge addition to the game, as this was the first time that really large mainstream artists had a huge interest in being inside video games. Also, Fortnite happened to sue Apple. Yeah, like the iPhone, that Apple, yeah. Fortnite sued them during this season as well. And in retaliation, Apple didn't allow Epic Games to continue operating on the App Store.
No more Fortnite on the iPhone.
Fortnite Mobile. Anyways, once the island was successfully
But W
drained,
season.
Thor, yeah, like Chris Hemsworth Thor, returns to the Fortnite
really
island and brings all of his friends.
I think it's the
this started
cartoon
Fortnite Chapter 2, Season 4,
comic
the
book
Nexus
version of Thor.
This was their first official themed crossover
50-50 stream,
The Battle
yeah.
Pass was Marvel themed, and the map was Marvel themed as well. The bosses were Marvel themed, they were Marvel theme exclusive LTMs. If they could slap a Marvel character on something,
Apparently we're getting another one of these too this year, which honestly I'm excited for. His last one was insanely good.
The bosses dropped superpowers.
Yeah.
The big bad scary boss of this season is Galacticus, a big red dude from the Fantastic Four comics. And during the live event, he threatened to eat the 0 point. Yeah, not sure why he was doing that, but instead of eating the 0 point, Tony Stark, Iron Man, feeds him a bunch of battle buses, and then boom, crisis averted. Nobody was eaten.
Feeds him
nice.
a bunch of
On to
battle
the
buses.
next season. Cool.
Bro's
Next is
bussin'.
Fortnite Chapter 2, Season 5, also known as 0 Point.
This was a good
Even though
season.
us Fortniters won the battle against Galacticus, the 0 Point was left unstable. A bunch of hunters were pulled into the island to help.
Man, this
like
was
Mando
meant to
from The
have
Mandalorian. There were a lot of
Samus.
other memorable collaborations this season.
But Nintendo
with
wouldn't
the
come to the
fan-favorite
table.
collab being
Dogged
Ryu
it.
and Chun-Li from Street Fighter. Let's be real, Chun-Li got most of the attention,
Yeah.
especially from
These were like
SypherPK.
W collabs
Exotic
coming out like
items also
crazy.
entered the game for the first time ever. The 0 Point on the brink of exploding once again had to be saved. And luckily, Jonesy, also my profile picture, comes in right at the perfect time to save it. Teaming
This
up with
trailer
Seven.
was so
But
good,
in
too.
turn, he locks himself
I think it was
into the
directed
loop,
by the Russo brothers,
which
this
sends
one
the
here.
island back into a primal state. And that's where we have Chapter 2,
Oh my
Season 6,
God.
Primal. Honestly,
Makes you
I am
fu-
not going to talk a lot about this season.
Nah.
I do not like the Primal
Nah.
season at all.
This was L.
However,
This was
we do have to
so
talk about
L.
it just a little bit to
Nah,
make sure
this
that the
was
story all
L.
makes sense.
It's
Basically,
L
a big
season,
old
man.
primal biome appeared in
Nah,
the middle of
man.
the map. The final blast from the 0 Point removed the
Oh,
sand from the
this-
desert.
I didn't even
destroyed
get it-
any
get it off
tech
my
left on the
screen.
island,
Get it off
and
my
it created
screen.
this thing called the Spire.
Get it off
Anyways,
my
this season
screen.
also added a bunch of new weapon types like makeshift weapons, which I hate, and primal
Yeah.
weapons, which I also hate.
Yeah,
Plus,
nah.
this is the first time people get to do weapon crafting in game, and honestly, I won't be too mean about that because it's pretty cool. But many players
Until you gotta
like
hit
me
cars.
were not a fan of these weapons when they were introduced. Luckily, however, this was all about to change in Chapter 2, Season 7, Invasion. All of the weird Spire business attracted aliens to the island where they invaded, hence the name of the season, Invasion.
I love how he's got a Batman
Now, there's
loadout.
this giant alien mothership constantly hovering over the island. Aliens kept abducting different POIs from around the map. Players can take the UFOs over and attack other players from the sky. You could either
The
abduct
storyline
people
of
or
this
simply
season is
shoot
actually
them with
very
giant
interesting. Or this
cannons.
chapter, I should
Either
say.
way, if you got a hand on one of these
Hey, we got another
UFOs,
feature.
you are guaranteed to be an absolute menace.
Everybody used to have that face
also,
cam.
in this alien season, we got to see Rick Sanchez
Bro,
from Rick
using
and
the
Morty,
UFOs to kill
and
people was
everyone's
just
favorite alien
such-
superhero,
It's actually kinda fun.
Superman. The season ended with a huge mission where you invade the alien mothership in the Skyfire event. And then once you invade the ship, you not only find aliens, but Kevin!
Yes, 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 yes!
Yep, he is not dead. He is just right here on some spaceship. No worries. The mothership explodes, launching a ton of cubes, little baby Kevins, onto the island like crazy,
And the
which
blue
bring us
cube.
right into Chapter 2, Season 8, called Cubed. Yep, he's back. I told you Kevin would be back. Not only did he get the island covered in purple cubes, but there was also blue cubes and gold ones as well.
People
There were
liked
also
this
cube
season.
monsters,
I
which
low-key
were weird
hated it, I think.
rock-like creatures. And
I remember
unlike
viewership
previous
wasn't
seasons
great,
during Chapter 2,
which also
the Battle
affects
Pass
my opinion
only
a lot.
had one skin from a different franchise. This
I also
being
just wasn't
Carnage.
motivated making Fortnite
At this
videos
point,
back here.
A lot of players were getting very tired of the Apollo Island, and people have been playing this Chapter 2 map for over 2 years now. They were ready for a change, and luckily, Epic had everyone covered with the end of Chapter 2 event. What happens is the cubes all converge into the middle of the map and form this giant, like, pyramid thing called Convergence. The Cube
This event was
Queen,
sick, though,
who is the queen
and it worked
of
for me.
the cubes, if you haven't guessed that by the name, opens up a portal with the pyramid. This causes a bunch of aliens to come pouring out of the sky. But don't worry, The Rock is here to save everyone. Yeah, Dwayne, that Rock. Yeah. Okay.
It's
In order to stop the
crazy,
Queen,
though.
The Rock flips the entire island over, destroying her once and for all. And this begins a whole new chapter in Fortnite.
That would kill someone.
Chapter 3.
Right.
On December 5th, 2021, Fortnite Chapter 3
I don't know why I'm
Season 1,
asking what would
called
kill someone in
Flipped,
Fortnite.
launches.
Like, it just...
It
I remember this
puts
trailer
players
getting
on a
leaked,
whole new
though. That
island
was funny.
named Artemis. This is the season where the new mechanic of sliding was finally added into the game.
Yeah.
Now letting players slide
Spider-Man,
down cliff sides
bro.
as fast as they want. Not to
Spider-Man.
mention, that's right, Spider-Man is finally coming to Fortnite.
Yeah.
And he took the Daily Bugle and his web slingers along with him to the island.
Camping tents
Season
as
1
well.
of Chapter 3 was
Hey,
one of my personal favorites
Lucifer!
because I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, but I didn't like it as much as Chapter 3 Season 2. The battle between the Seven and the Imagined Order had come to a new head, and the Imagined Order invaded the
This
island.
event
This
sucks.
attack leads us right into the new season.
Because it was like a
Chapter
creative
3,
game
Season
mode.
2, Resistance, added more
Yeah.
movement to the game. Specifically, you can now sprint and mantle over walls and other various objects. You can
Yeah.
also burst through doors. Epic also added this new overshield thing, which added 50 extra armor points that
Well,
regenerate
this is when they
between
get
battles,
did
but
zero
this
build.
was only in the zero builds game mode. Yep, you heard that right. The
Yeah.
zero builds game mode. We're going to talk about that in just a second, because the IO has invaded the map in Chapter 3, Season 2. See, multiple POIs now include IO blimps and technology that the players can use to their advantage, like siege cannons and tanks. But the invasion wasn't all fun and explosions. The IO also managed to block building entirely. Yeah, completely. I don't know if you guys remember this,
Chapter
but
3
for the
map is
first few
interesting.
weeks
Yeah,
of
we got
this
tilted back. That's right.
players
It
were not
froze
able to
or
build
thawed.
at all in any game mode. For the first time
But, like,
ever
this
in
tilted did
Fortnite,
not hit.
building was gone. This also marked the launch of Fortnite's Zero Build mode, which brought a whole new type of player to the game. Perhaps one of the best parts of this happening was that a lot of old content creators who weren't a fan of Fortnite at that time came back to the game to try out the Zero Build mode. Players like Tfue and
I never
Zenly,
left.
just to name a couple. Honestly,
I never
I'm a
left.
huge fan of the Zero Builds mode because I think it adds diversity to the game. Personally, I'll always be a fan of builds, and that's what I play mostly, but I don't
Same.
think there's anything wrong with Epic adding in multiple game modes because it can only attract more players.
Yep,
Comment
agree.
down below, though, what you guys prefer, Zero Builds or regular builds.
Build gang,
Well,
stand
anyway,
up.
Let's
I'm
move
in
on to
this
Chapter
trailer.
3, Season 3.
I'm in the background.
Now that the
Nah,
IO
I
is
skipped a bit.
defeated,
I'm
the
barely
loopers can
visible
sit
in this
back
trailer.
and
It's
just
kind of a joke.
relax. And Season 3 of Chapter 3 was called Vibin', which
So this
allowed
was
them to
Donald
do
Mustard's
that.
last
There was
chapter.
a ton of new locations like Rave Cave and a big amusement park with a giant roller coaster. You could also tame and ride wolves this season, which was pretty fun. In addition to that, one of the most anticipated crossovers of all time happened when this season
Dragon Ball.
included
Dragon Ball was just
Dragon
insane.
Ball Z.
Nah, it was actually insane.
People were so excited about this that its announcement became Epic's most liked tweet ever in just 24 hours.
Yeah.
Once it was released, people were kamehamehing all over the map.
No, it actually was just insane.
Oh, shoot! However, while everyone was distracted by Dragon Balls and roller coasters, the new big bad evil known as the Herald was watching from afar, waiting to launch her plan. And that happened in Chapter 3, Season 4, called Paradise, and the island is now being slowly taken over by a substance called Chrome. It turns everything super shiny and gives players that are covered in it special powers. It gives you healing, becoming immune to certain fire, phasing through walls, and also turning
The
into a
phasing was
blob.
so
You guys
weird.
remember blobbing around the map?
Yeah.
I loved it. I don't know about you, but I
Nah, it's kind of
also,
weird.
one of the most important additions ever was made to the season that you can now pet that dog. Regardless, throughout the season, the map slowly but surely
I think it was
taken
Pet the
over by
Wolves,
Chrome,
wasn't it?
all leading up
I
to
don't even know.
Chapter 3's final event
That's actually
called
crazy.
The Fracture. Despite the island's best efforts, the Herald is able to fuse with the reality tree, destroying both the Artemis and Apollo islands.
Those builds on the tree look
Players had
so
to
weird,
collect
though.
fragments of the 0 point, ultimately creating an entire new island, Asteria. And that's what leads us into Chapter 4.
Chapter 4, gang,
Season
stand up.
1, A New Beginning, started off with a whole new map filled with all different POIs. Plus, Spawn Island is now in space. To support this beautiful new island came Unreal Engine 5. For those of you that don't know, Unreal Engine is how Epic Games creates Fortnite, and this was on a full new version of it, so the lighting and everything else about the game was greatly improved. This improved the way that the lighting, the sky, and the clouds looked, and
we're just skipping straight to the jungle season?
If you wanted to travel the island in style,
What are we doing?
Epic also added a dirt bike during Season 1 of Chapter 4, and it earned you some XP if you did cool tricks. A new weapon was also added to the game called the Excalibur rifle, which literally shoots you swords.
I didn't like this season. Chapter. Whole chapter just felt like a blur in my head.
One of the
I don't
biggest
know.
changes, however, came in the form of a new perk system. As the match progressed, players are
Yeah, I actually didn't like the perks either. I don't know. There's something about the perks just felt annoying, like a chore.
Island was led by a group called the Oathbound, and members of the group were tasked with building a giant rift gate. As the season continues, the gate slowly was built up, and then, like most things in the game, it exploded. The explosion brought the new season, Chapter 2, Season 4, called Mega. This season had a new Tokyo vibe to it.
Yeah.
The rift exploding brought
This
a
was
whole
a highlight
new
for
POI
sure.
known as Mega City. This is not only one of the biggest POIs in Fortnite history, it also reminded a lot of
Attack
people
on Titan! Oh, no.
Before this season came out, a ton
Can't
of
forget the
leakers
Attack
were
on Titan bit, though.
predicting a new first-person mode being added to the game. However, that never ended up happening.
That got leaked back in
Even
Chapter
as of the making
2,
of this
Season
video, a year
2.
later, Fortnite still has not introduced or announced anything about a potential first-person
in creative mode,
even
but
though
that's
the
about it.
leakers continue to say that it might happen. Even though this new season added a lot of mobility changes, the most important difference happened outside of the game. On May 15th,
I really skipped over
Fortnite
Attack on
removed
Titan.
Arena mode forever, changing the game's meta completely. They
Yeah.
quickly replaced Arena, however, with a new mode simply called Ranked. With the new mode came in entirely different point systems, different rankings, and even different loot pools. The biggest change, however, to the meta came in the form of Epic removing Siphon.
No! No! No!
Players no longer get HP back after they eliminate somebody.
Yeah,
And it's safe to say
still
people
controversial.
were pretty upset about this. And just a few months later, Fortnite added Siphon back for tournament use, but it did not return to public and ranked matches. And eventually they even removed Siphon from tournament modes as well. Throughout the season, rumbles could be felt in a different area around the map. As the time went on, these rumblings intensified and a huge crack appeared on the island. Eventually, the terrain on Asteria crumbled and the center of the island collapsed, revealing a huge abandoned jungle
This
just under
was-
the surface. Which leads us into Fortnite Chapter 4, Season 3.
Yeah, I wasn't
Wilds.
loving this one.
This threw
Wasn't
players
loving this
into a
one.
whole new leafy
I
terrain.
love Optimus Prime,
there were
but
vines you could slide on like grind rails from the season before. They also added mud on the ground where if you slide
Mud mechanic
through it,
was
you
kinda
go
cool,
super
though.
fast and also heal. Not to mention, in this season, you could ride on dinosaurs. There wasn't really anything that eventful, however.
I just realized
and
bro
Season
skipped
3
Naruto
quickly turned
and
into
just.
Season
I
4,
mean, this is
which was
Jujutsu
known
Kaisen,
as
but I
the
don't even know if
Last
he'll talk
Resort.
about it.
In this season, the sun is eclipsed by the moon, and
Yeah.
the island is infiltrated by
And this was when it was coming back.
vampires.
Like Fortnite was on the
made of foam.
comeback. This was the comeback
3 huge
season.
new POIs were added, and the Shieldbreaker EMPs make their first ever appearance in this season. There was also
Yeah.
a collab with Star Wars this season, giving us the
Why are we
Ahsoka
bringing up
Tano
Star
skin
Wars? No
in
one cares.
anticipation of their
Literally,
new series on Disney Plus.
no one cares.
Despite all the new changes of Chapter 4,
And there's a Star Wars
lot
thing in the
of
game right
players were
now,
getting
and still,
tired of Fortnite. The
no
game
one
was
really
becoming
cares.
repetitive, and the stories seemed to have taken a backseat to just big collaborations. Each season used to end with a huge live event with players rallying together to create a sense of excitement and community. Now, we're lucky if they even have a live event at the end of the chapter. See, Fortnite needed a change, and fast. If Epic wanted to keep their players in the game, they needed to do something drastic. And that's exactly where they came up with the best idea in Fortnite history, Fortnite OG.
Yeah,
You see, this
W.
update was not
I remember
part
when
of
I
the
first
chapter
found out
season
about
system,
Fortnite
it was
OG,
completely alone.
and I was like, yep,
Fortnite
you guys
OG
are cooked
is
here.
exactly what it sounds like. This update brought back the original Fortnite map,
And like, yeah,
everything
I think
that
it even
came with
surprised
The
Fortnite with how
POIs,
much
like
this
Tilted
really did
Towers
bring things
and
back.
everything else that you loved, as well as the loot, and more importantly than all of this,
I remember there's so
it
many
brought
people on my
back the
friends list on.
nostalgia. Players that hadn't gotten on the game, including some of my friends, were back to play, and it felt amazing. According to the Fortnite social media account, nearly 45 million players joined the game on its release weekend.
That's crazy.
People loved this update, but unfortunately, all things must come to an end, and this was a relatively quick season. The Fortnite OG season only lasted 1 month. The OG season ended on December 2nd of 2023, and just a couple days after that, Fortnite released Lego Fortnite.
Lego!
This was basically a whole new game mode, but launched inside of the Fortnite launcher.
The fall off of Lego got to be studied. Lego Fortnite. I don't know. It's like
Minecraft, but instead of
the player
blocks,
base hasn't
Legos. And honestly,
hasn't returned
that's
as much.
Pretty accurate description of what the
I
game
liked
is.
playing it, but it just
Pretty much
didn't.
all of our skins in
Something
Fortnite
didn't
could also be
grab
used
me
in their
to
Lego
keep on playing
versions,
it.
And way more skins were compatible than anyone ever imagined. Over 1,200 Lego skins were available on game launch day. In the game, just like Minecraft, you can collect resources, build things, eat food, and if you expect something out of a survival game,
That was a funny
chances
clip.
are
Yeah, it
Lego
was sci-fi.
Fortnite has you covered. But Epic Games didn't just stop there. On December 8th, they
Rocket
released
Racing.
Rocket Racing. This was Fortnite's take on a classic arcade racing game, and they even did a collaboration with another Epic Games game called Rocket League. Additionally,
They just
this
took the
game,
car
which
model.
came out on December 8th, the Fortnite Festival, which is very similar to Rock
Yeah.
Band, also came out on December 9th. On launch day, there were plenty of featured songs by Fall Out Boy, Machine Gun Kelly, Weezer, and many more huge artists. And most importantly, this event that they held to launch off Fortnite Festival was headlined by The Weeknd.
Yeah,
And
that
then
was cool.
Moneymaker sang that song. However, it's time we get back to the regular Fortnite game, and now we're in Chapter 5. Fortnite OG ended with an event called the Big Bang.
Yeah.
During this event, a huge rocket is launched into the sky from Dusty Divot, and that rocket launches us right in to Chapter 5, Season 1. The event played out very similarly to the live event in Season X, but instead of being sucked into a black hole of nothing, it results in the aforementioned Big Bang. The huge explosion creates new worlds, and in the blast, players are shown Lego Fortnite and Rocket Racing for the very first time, and then the event
forget about Fall
ends on
Guys.
the Fortnite Festival right in the middle of an Eminem concert
Yeah.
that happens to be interrupted by a gigantic Eminem, like the rapper, not the candy. The actual season started on December 3rd of 2023. This season brought a whole new island named Helios. The island had 5 bosses scattered
I'm
around
actually
the
not
map,
minding
the
Chapter
most
5. I
important
actually
of
am
which
enjoying
was
it quite a
Peter
bit.
Griffin. When you beat the
I
bosses,
thought the
they
retention
drop
for
down
Chapter 5 was
and
better
each
than I thought it would be.
medallion gives the
I thought
player
Fortnite would fall off so
passive
hard
healing
after
for the rest of
OG,
the game.
but it actually
This
did pretty
season
decently.
also introduced weapon modding, so you can now switch out scopes, mags, barrels, and underbarrels to improve and customize your gun the way that you like it. As far
Yeah.
as new items, the dreaded ballistic shield was
This
added.
mantle thing is
And
just
this
whatever.
thing was super OP, especially in Zero.
Lamborghini.
The shield comes with an automatic pistol that could just melt.
Yeah, I'd say
enemies
like
from
it's
close
pretty
up,
good.
and you're
Like
just
the current
hiding
seasons,
behind
they're
your
actually really
comfy little
nice.
shield hiding
I
spot.
enjoy playing
Grapple
Fortnite.
blades were also added into the game that were used as a melee weapon.
actually hated
but
the
more
grapple blades.
importantly used as a mode of transportation. Just as players were starting to enjoy Chapter 5, Season 2 made its way into the game. Towards the end of Season 1, there was a series of earthquakes eventually.
Yeah, I missed this event, man.
culminating
It's
in
so
a
annoying.
Giant molten lava hand emerging from the ground holding a giant chest. Over the course of a day, players kept shooting the chains holding the chest, and eventually
missed
the
this, yeah, I
chains
was
broke
traveling.
and finally revealed the contents of what was in the chest. The contents were thousands of helpless souls that shot up into the sky in a giant beam of light. These souls were evil and kept in that box for a reason. Now the ancient Greek pantheon has arrived on the island. Angry that the players opened the box, Zeus, the king of all gods, vows to destroy all mortal beings for being dumb.
Fair enough.
The gods brought a ton of fun items into the game with them, like wings of Icarus and Zeus's thunderbolt. Plus, this new season brought along the long-awaited Avatar collaboration.
Yeah, the Avatar.
animated series, not the Blue Dude movie. And
That is
also a
annoying that you do have to
fan-favorite character, Midas,
always
who
preface
now
which one
had
it
all
is.
new Greek-themed skin. Well, that brings us to today. Well, at least kind of. I finished this video a couple weeks ago, probably, and now we're even further. Who really knows? But long story short, we are quickly approaching 7 whole years of Fortnite.
That
Love
is
it
wild.
or hate it, the game has cemented itself as probably the biggest video game in history. No other game of the last 10 years could possibly be anywhere near Fortnite's scale. They're constantly releasing new content, whether that be new seasons or whole new game modes entirely. And that answers the question of why. And although the game has gone through some ups and downs, I think it's very obvious that Fortnite is here to stay. Thank you guys so much, and if you watch this very long video,
we got the last clip.
Really
Let's go, chat. Let's go.
Sure to hit the subscribe button and comment down below what video
this is me in Dubai.
Next. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. It's July 31st of 2019.
OG Fortnite.
And a young Cody Conrad sat his dad down at the kitchen table and told him that he was ready to drop out of middle school. For almost any other parent in the world, this would have been a very easy no.
Yeah,
However,
they wouldn't be happy.
Just a few days before they had this talk, the 14-year-old Cody had won $162,000 from playing Fortnite. The kid that would go on to be one of the world's richest teenagers, most successful gamers in the world, and a massive content creator started right here. Cody Conrad,
I'm so
also
interested
known
to
as
watch
Clix,
this.
was born January 7th of 2005
He's so
in
young.
Connecticut, where he
He's
got
not even
into
20
gaming
yet.
at a very early age.
When I was around 5 years old, I
He
got into
looks
video games.
so young
I didn't
here.
have a PC, but my brother, which was at the age of like, I think 13 or something, he had a PC that I would always sneak into his room and just play Call of Duty Zombies.
Hey, shout out Call of Duty Zombies. Let's
First game I
go.
ever played was Minecraft, and then I realized that my dream is to like become a professional gamer.
But there was only one problem.
Oh no.
You couldn't really make money off of professional Minecraft.
Yeah, you don't really have
whatever
that.
really means. But luckily, just a few years later, a brand new game was about to come out that would capture
Fortnite.
the hearts of kids and adults alike. And it was called Fortnite.
Let's go.
Fortnite is drawing millions of players.
Fortnite Battle Royale dropped in September of 2017.
Wonder if he started playing right at the beginning
and it
or
was
not,
a
though.
smash hit. And a young Clix saw this as an opportunity.
I was playing Minecraft and I knew there was no way to necessarily make money off of.
Cool build.
And I saw
like that.
Fortnite and I had confidence that Fortnite will blow up and I could possibly make a living or like a career out of Fortnite.
The issue is
We did see
Clix
early
didn't have a
on.
PC yet. Keep
Oh,
in
what?
mind, he is barely 13 years old.
True,
But
true.
he knew that he wanted to be a pro gamer, and so he needed a PC in his mind. So what Clix did next would change his life forever. He
Ooh.
approached his dad with an offer that he couldn't refuse.
I have an offer,
He goes,
Dad.
Dad, he goes, you know, if you buy me a really neat computer, I could do so well, I could be a pro gamer, I could make so much money at it.
So I promised him that I'll be able to make the money back within like the end of the summer, which was 3 months. And
Interesting.
he made a contract, he made me work with him for a little bit, and also try to make money from what I told him I could do.
They even signed a contract, and Clix got the
That's
computer that he always
crazy.
dreamed of. And he got right to grinding. Within only a few weeks, he was already making money.
Whoa.
2.5 weeks later, he says, Dad, you know, guess how much money I made, guess how much money I made. I says, I don't know, $200? He goes, no, check this out. So I looked in a PayPal account and he made $1,035 in 2.5 weeks.
And although
let's go, Clix.
$1,000 isn't enough to live off of, this was a very big amount of money for a kid who was barely 13.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And this was all through wagers. He hadn't even begun to play in
Just
professional tournaments
beating
yet.
people in
At the same
1v1s.
time that he got his new
Love it.
computer, Clix also started his YouTube account. And his first ever video was uploaded on April 21st of 2018.
That's pretty early Fortnite,
And it's
to be
titled
fair.
Amazing Build Battle in Fortnite.
Ooh.
And it shows off just that. A build battle in Fortnite. No talking, no music, or anything at all.
It's not even his
Just you, your
gameplay,
thoughts,
like,
and some pretty
perspective.
sick builds. But hey, every creator has to start somewhere,
That
right?
was a big build battle
And
for
not
back then, to be
worry,
fair.
because the next video that Clix would upload, Fortnite solo win montage smiley face, 15 kills, has some smooth lo-fi beats on top of it, so clearly he's a fast learner.
Nice shot. Oh man, the OG tilted tower. He really has been playing Fortnite since day one.
And just by watching these videos, it's clear that Clix is way
Nice
more
editing.
talented than your average 13-year-old Fortnite player. And when I say a lot more, I mean a lot more.
This is only
and
the
Clix
beginning.
wanted to show off these
He's gonna
skills
get
to more
better.
people than just all the wager kids that would pop into his streams. But luckily for Clix, there was a huge Fortnite tournament coming around the corner where he could do just that.
Ooh.
The Fortnite World Cup was announced on March 25th
This was so
of
hype.
2019. This event was one of the biggest tournaments in esports history. 10 weeks of qualifying rounds with a $10 million
10
prize pool,
million?
and then on top of that, a giant LAN tournament in New York City with an additional $30 million prize pool.
I was
That's
there, it was so
$40
hype.
million in total, which of course is a massive opportunity for anybody, let alone a 13-year-old kid. Of course, an opportunity
There's
like
Booga.
this would make anybody excited to have some fun, but it was bigger for the young Cody. He knew that this was his chance to prove all of his haters wrong and also
So
prove to his
quick.
dad that he meant what he said when he said he was going to be a pro gamer. In February of 2019, Clix was still very unknown. His channel had only just hit 1,000 subscribers.
That is
And here's this
tiny.
montage to celebrate that.
Stretch Dreads when everyone played Stretch. Bro, I think 2018, 2019 Clix could beat me at whatever my prime was.
Clix, however, he ended up connecting with a duo named Skeptic. Skeptic was
really?
in one of the biggest gaming organizations of this time called Misfits Gaming. And
Skeptic
when they
was
were
big.
getting ready to try and qualify for the World Cup together, Misfits decided to offer Clix a contract so that they could represent both halves of this dynamic duo. Apparently, the contract seemed too good to be true for Clix.
We'll pay you $2,500 a month just to be on Misfits and play with Skeptic. So my
It's a good
13-year-old self,
deal.
no way, I'm in 8th grade. This is sick.
Let's go.
Sign that. Didn't even read it. I'm gonna be honest. Like that was like stupid, but like
dude, you definitely should read the
However,
contract.
aside from that, he officially joined the org on April 5th. Right before the first week of the qualifiers for the World Cup.
Wow, nice timing.
And these qualifiers were the biggest tournaments that Clix or Skeptic had ever competed in before.
That's so
before
young.
this, Clix had played a few cash cups like the Share the Love Cup and the Blackheart Cup, but those were tiny compared to the World Cup.
This is when things got
Clix
serious.
knew this. So he put his heart and soul into the first week of qualifiers, and he placed 83rd on NA East. Although this wasn't probably the placement that he wanted, he
Not
still
bad.
played incredibly well
Not
for
bad.
a young kid who was playing in their first massive tournament.
Yeah.
But instead of giving up, he got right back into the game and competed in the Week 2 qualifiers with
There's lots
his duo
of weeks to
partner,
qualify,
Skeptic.
so-
Skeptic was already very well known in the Fortnite community at this time, as he had blown up on Twitch and YouTube after killing Tfue on stream,
Oh,
and this
yeah.
highlight video
I
now
remember
has
that.
10 million views on YouTube.
Jeez. That's what happened. You could kill like Tfue or Ninja. You could literally blow
Following
up just
that
from
video
that.
blowing up, Skeptic regularly received millions of views on his videos.
That's crazy.
He was really an overnight success. Clix and Skeptic duoing together seemed like a perfect match. Two of the youngest pro Fortnite players, both in the same org, it couldn't get any better for the two. And so, they went into the World Cup Week 2 qualifiers
Let's go.
and managed to get a second place on NA East.
I think that
this
means you
meant the
qualify.
two of them were going straight to the World Cup
Let's
in New York
go.
City, no matter what else happened in this competition.
That's really
and
good.
on top of that, the young players earned $4,000 each, in addition to the $50,000 guaranteed they would each get from attending the World Cup.
Not bad,
But
it's not
Clix
bad.
didn't stop there. Qualifying for duos was great, but he wanted to qualify for solos even more. And
Could you do
Clix
both?
did just that.
Whoa.
In fact, throughout the 10 weeks of qualifiers, Clix would technically qualify for the World Cup 5 times.
What?
3 times in solos and twice in duos.
That's
By the time the
mental.
qualifiers were over, Clix had already won $22,250
Just from qualifying.
before
What?
even setting foot in New York City.
Even at multiple
And
qualified,
because
so
of the
impressive.
success in the qualifiers and duoing with Skeptic, his social media started to get more attention as well. After all the World Cup qualifiers were over, Clix was regularly getting tens of thousands of views on his YouTube channel, as opposed to when he was just getting a couple hundred before. The World
Nice.
Cup finals were set to be held in the Arthur Ashe Stadium in New York City on July
Look at all the
26th,
setups.
27th,
I
and
played on one of
28th
those.
2019. This was Clix's chance to prove to everyone just how good of a Fortnite player he was.
This is it. This is
And
the main
those
stage,
10
baby.
weeks of qualifiers all led up to this point.
We want to introduce you guys to the players, so we will have the first group now taking the stage out there. And in that group, we have Crimson
go.
Spades, Clix, and Skeptic.
The crazy thing is Clix is now obviously massive. Skeptic is like gone. It just shows how hard it is to stay relevant.
Clix and Skeptic, because Clix's rise throughout the Fortnite World Cup Online Opens has been meteoric. A lot of people are wondering how
Quite a
does he
lot of
gonna
older
perform
players
on
there
the
as well.
stage?
First up was duos, and Clix and Skeptic were going up against the best of the best, not only in America, but in the entire
whole world,
of
Australia,
Fortnite. And after a
Brazil,
stellar
the
performance
EU.
in the qualifiers, they were definitely a team that
It did
everyone
take
else
the
was
L, I
looking out
forgot
for.
that.
Unfortunately, however, the team didn't do as well as expected.
Ah.
And after the 6 games were over, they landed in 35th place out
Damn.
of 50 teams.
So they didn't do that well
Although
on
this
teams.
placement was a little bit disappointing, he was still going home with a whopping $50,000 just for participating, which obviously
Not bad.
that's a massive amount of money for anybody, let alone a 13 or 14-year-old kid.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Luckily enough for Clix, he also qualified for the solo tournament, which
did
would
better
take
in that.
place the next day.
Let's see.
This gave him an opportunity opportunity to make up for the low placement from the day before, unlike his duo Skeptic, who had only qualified for duos with Clix.
A lot of huge names. Of course, we'll start with Tfue.
You have the two
Look at the names. Tfue, Unknown Army, Clix, Epic Whale, who'd end up being his teammate.
Forward, doing everything they can.
Who would have known that back then?
Their opponents.
Yeah, absolutely. Clix, one of the players who has fully qualified for both
Tfue
solos
with
and
the little,
duos.
like,
Clix managed to place an amazing 18th in the solo finals, which earned him $112,000.
Damn, that's some
to
cash.
Almost anybody in the world, they would have been ecstatic overcoming 18th in the Fortnite World
Out of
Cup.
100 players.
But Clix just knew he could have done better.
Just be so sad, bro. I really just threw this. I'm so mad, bro. I should have got top 10 easy, bro.
However,
looks back at
when
it now,
all
he's
was
not
said and
happy.
done, Clix went home with a whopping $162,000, which, like I said before, is a massive amount of money, especially for Cody, who was just 14 now. However, not everything at the World Cup had gone exactly to plan. And because of this, just a few hours after the solo World Cup games ended, Clix tweeted out that he would be looking for a new duo partner, shocking many of his fellow players. Mega, another really popular Fortnite player at this time, replied to his tweet saying, "Why'd you leave Skeptic?" And Clix simply responded, "I don't think we fit as a duo, Mr. Mega."
Gotta have good chemistry,
And it didn't seem
not
like
just good
Skeptic
players.
took the breakup well, as his tweet felt a little passive-aggressive. He tweeted out, "I split with Clix, looking for a new duo that believes in teamwork and chemistry."
Oh, that's a little bit of
Someone
salt
in
there.
the replies to Skeptic's tweet said that Clix was clearly someone with a big ego. They said, "This was obvious, guys. The day they qualified, Clix started egoing Skeptic, and everyone claimed Clix carried. No one wants to be in a duo with that toxicity. Skeptic is a well-rounded player that plays well in competitive and will perform at a high level.
You gotta
in
really find
future
someone you get
events."
along with
Skeptic
for these
replied with a
these
simple
games.
TY and a heart emoji. Whether it was because of this feud or not, the whole situation was messy enough that on July 31st, Skeptic left Misfits entirely.
Oh, wow.
And Clix ended up wishing him well on the replies. However, it's unclear if Skeptic left the org because of the split with Clix, or if it was just a coincidence. But one thing is for certain, I don't think these two are going to be duoing anytime soon. Following the World Cup, Clix returned home to Connecticut, but quickly realized that after the World Cup, his life was never going to be the same. There was no way he could go back to public school after becoming one of the biggest Fortnite pro players in the world.
So 8th grade summer was World Cup. That's when I made 170 grand, and my dad was like, it was super convincing. Like I had to really convince him that like this is the right decision for me to do online school, not fully drop out.
Thankfully,
so he's
Clix's
online
parents
school.
were very
Smart.
supportive of his gaming career, and to be fair, he had just made hundreds of thousands of dollars, so I'm sure that helped convince them.
But not all parents would
now
support
that
their kids
Clix
to do
is
gaming.
entirely freed from going to school, he can get back to doing what's really important, figuring out who he's going to play with in the next Fortnite tournament. And
who's his teammate going to be?
Fortnite was about to switch from the boring duos to a very new, fun, and exciting trios game.
Hey,
so
trios is
because
fun.
of this, everything was shaken up, and everyone was looking for a new team, not just Clix. So
who's he gonna
Clix
go
decided
with?
to play with some more veteran players, Spades and Crims, during FNCS Season X.
I don't
the team
recognize
was very
these guys.
quickly successful with a first place win in Heat 4 and
Nice.
a 7th place finish in Grand Finals.
Nice.
In addition to the success within the game, Clix was finding a lot of success outside of Fortnite as well on his social media accounts. His streams were averaging 10 to 15,000 viewers.
Huge blow
and
up.
sometimes during tournaments, they would reach up to 40,000
Wow, that's
concurrent viewers.
massive.
It was clear that Clix was very quickly becoming one of the biggest names in Fortnite. On June 27th, 2022, however, Clix mysteriously posted a gift of a contract signing, implying that he would be leaving Misfits to sign with another org. And of course, this sent people speculating all over the place.
That's the thing, you
And
don't
at the
have to
time,
be
most people were
the
convinced
best
that
player
this
in the
new org
world.
would be FaZe. They had a history of hiring Fortnite pros who had large followings online, so it made sense. And
If you've got
with
a
Clix
big
being one of the
following, you
biggest
could make
players
money
in the
just from
world,
playing and streaming
FaZe
the
being
game and making
biggest org
content.
in the world at the time, it kind of seemed like a match made in heaven. However,
Will it be
we
FaZe?
still didn't know if this gift meant that he would be
I don't
signing
think
with
it
a new
was
org.
FaZe.
For all we know, he bought a new car or a new house or something else.
Yeah,
he had to
signed the
buy
contract
with
on a
fancy
car.
papers to sign. But then, Stable Ronaldo posted a tweet showing that Clix
Ronaldo.
had removed Misfits from his bio.
As you guys can see by the bio from Clix, it used to say player for Misfits. Now it says player for nothing.
This pretty much confirmed that Clix would be leaving Misfits. And sure Fair enough, on July 1st of 2020, it was announced that Clix would be joining NRG. And this announcement video was kind of insane.
You think you could call him that favor for me?
Yeah, I got you, bro.
Dope, thank you so much,
What does Benji call him?
We just signed a new player and we need you to announce him.
For real?
Is that Shaq?
Anything you need, Benji. You know I got you. Love you, baby.
What?
NRG.
Bro.
Clix. Welcome to the family.
Oh, that's a sick announcement video.
Yes, your eyes do not deceive you. That was the Shaquille O'Neal, like the basketball guy, that one, making a Fortnite org announcement.
That's really cool.
I was just as shocked as you guys are. And in August of 2020, things just got even better for Clix, as he hit one of the biggest milestones that you can hit on YouTube. Clix hit 1 million subscribers and dropped this montage.
Let's go. Come on. This is the crazy thing about Clix is he's a good player, earned money from tournaments, but also making great content and streaming. If you can do all of those, you're on top.
So August was a pretty eventful month for Clix, as on August 19th, he would also move into the NRG Fortnite house with Ronaldo, Unknown, and Edgy.
Welcome to the NRG house. I'm NRG Ronaldo. We have Clix.
The content houses.
Unknown. Let me show you around. Let me show you around the house.
Don't always work out though.
Because he's joined a content house doesn't mean he's ready to give up the pro gaming side of things. On that same day the house tour was uploaded, Clix got first place in a Trios Cash Cup with Calc and Macwood. In addition to the Fortnite content, in this NRG house, Clix and the boys made a ton of IRL content as well, which they uploaded to the NRG channel. Riveting videos like Ronaldo helping Clix and Unknown and their beef. This was the first time that Clix really dabbled in IRL content, because a majority of the videos on Clix's YouTube channel were all highlights.
This is when people get to know you as well, the real life content.
Live event vlog. This was the first time we really got to see Clix and his personality outside of playing the game. And surprisingly enough, his off-stream personality was almost exactly the same as his on-stream personality.
Good, you want it to match.
Clix over here.
I want to be honest with you, I might fall.
Dude, you're risking your life for
no, I'm dead.
For the Instagram likes.
Hair getting blown around over as well.
And I think this is a big reason why people like Clix so much, because he seems actually genuine. When you watch his videos, it doesn't feel like he's putting on a character. He's just genuinely himself. And the numbers reflected this. He was pulling an average of 50,000 viewers
Those numbers are crazy.
in his time at the NRG house. And in November of that year, the entire NRG team would make a move over to the West Coast.
Flying across the Fortnite map.
Clix is just 15 years old doing all of this.
Wow, that's so grown up.
Homework or something at 15.
Yeah, I can't imagine being this confident.
Professional Fortnite and traveling
and managing
across the world.
so much stuff at 15 years old.
Crazy. Since Clix was so young during all of this, of course, his dad would come along for the ride.
I'm the NRG housemaster.
Housemaster.
MC's garbage. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm doing some.
You need some adults around if it's just a house filled with Fortnite kids.
I'm surprised your son is a superstar because you feel like you were made for the camera.
That's a good point. His dad's got the
about you guys,
on-screen skill as well.
Dad seems like a huge W throughout this whole story.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Big shout out to Mr. Clix.
Shout out.
Anyways, in the new house, the NRG team continues to make IRL content while crushing it at Fortnite as well.
Robbed?
Just in the first few months of 2021, Clix got 3 first-place rankings in professional tournaments.
Wow.
This would include 2 Cash Cup wins and the first DreamHack Open of 2021.
Nice.
And he didn't get those wins all alone. He didn't have a set duo or trio. He played with some other huge pros, however, during the
cool.
time,
We swapped
like
up the
Day,
teams.
Reed, Wavy Jacob, Bizzle, and even Booga, the World Cup winner.
Wow, Booga
and in addition
Clix,
to winning all these pro Fortnite tournaments, the content just kept coming. Clix started his second channel called More Clix on May 21st
More Allier, probably inspired, never know.
And guess what this channel uploaded? You know,
more Fortnite
of Clix. Honestly, there isn't much of a difference between More Clix and Clix's main channel, but hey, I'm not complaining about
managing multiple YouTube channels and streaming
Clix
and
would start
tournaments.
To collaborate a
really
lot
not
with
easy.
Fellow streamer Somerset. Playing with a girl streamer seemed to be really good for his numbers and really good for YouTube.
I don't really know the story of these guys.
Clix would upload plenty of videos like these.
I was the bully in high school. The thing about me, I was like small as shit. I wanted to be big as shit.
I thought you were the Yeah, okay, I know what you mean.
No, that's not what I was
good chemistry.
Yeah, you guys get the picture. But the content did really well, and honestly, I think the two are really entertaining together.
They seem like good
down
friends.
Below if you think that Clix should be with Somerset, or if she's better off with Blake. For Clix, things were going absolutely amazing in Fortnite. He was performing well in the game and in content creation.
And it's going to get even bigger.
And the next step
How?
for Clix was to follow another passion outside of Fortnite,
What's
which
that?
just happened to be clothing. So on November 12th of 2021,
okay.
Clix would take another massive step in his career by launching his own clothing brand, Dreamin'.
Wow,
and
fair
this
play.
wasn't your average YouTuber merch. This was something way more elevated.
Looks sick.
And it was like a
Actually,
street
fair play.
fashion brand. It was really awesome.
That
and
looks
the
good.
first collection absolutely popped off. Within just 2 days of the shop opening, they had already had 2,600 orders.
Jeez.
To be honest, I even have 4 or 5 Dreamin' shirts myself. So Clix, if you're watching this and want to send me a free shirt
Selling
or
merch
two,
is also
just let me
not
know.
easy. Like, you
Anyways,
need a
clearly,
dedicated audience.
2021 was a massive
Wow.
year for Clix, but 2022 was going to be even bigger. I promise. And a big
Ooh.
part of this was because Clix was about to make the biggest announcement of his entire career. On
Ooh.
February 22nd, 2022,
What more is it to do?
Clix announced that his contract with NRG was officially over.
Hmm.
And a lot of people in chat thought that he was joking. So here's the official Twitter post for proof. This announcement was massive for the Fortnite community. Clix had already been with NRG for 2 years, but one of Clix's best friends, Ronaldo, had just left NRG, so people sort of suspected it and thought it made sense. So now, Clix was a free agent.
I never
He could
realized
join
how much
any
people
org that he
cared about
wanted
which
to.
team the
Or
players
maybe
were
he'll
on.
make his own org. Maybe he'll even spend a little time as a free agent and find himself as an individual.
Yeah, there's nothing bad about being a free
However,
agent
people
for a
didn't have
bit.
to speculate for very long, because 2 days later, Clix would announce his future plans.
What about like a new energy duo?
Wait, hold up. Are you saying today's the day?
Today's the day.
Wait, that's still energy though, right? What happened? Oh?
Yep. Clix re-signed with
Oh,
NRG,
he re-signed!
basically fooling all of us.
Fair,
I mean,
fair.
honestly, he definitely knew he was going to re-sign with NRG.
Wonder
the
how
whole
much they
time,
paid him a
but
month
at least
now,
He got to have
you know
some
what I
fun
mean?
announcing it and
2.5
get everyone
grand back in the day.
suspense.
Now he's massive. It must be
After
tens of thousands a
re-signing,
month.
He moved into a brand new content house in New Jersey with Bucky and Day in July of 2022.
Not the house.
Really?
Bro, there's a leprechaun!
What the heck?
Go get him!
This place looks sick. Look at the middle of the forest, bro. Man, it must be so fun just hanging out, playing Fortnite every day.
It's going.
Yeah, no comment on that intro. Anyway, the team continued to make IRL content for the NRG channel, while Clix was making amazing
NRG did
Fortnite
well out of
content
this,
on his
eh?
personal socials.
Bucky's gotten a little bigger since last time I saw him, so I'm a little nervous.
or no? I got, you know what I'm saying?
Clix is
Clix looks
a little bigger too, just in a
little
different
small.
way.
What
but
the? What
Just height though.
the? All
You
right,
know?
come on, run it up. Come on. No, come on.
so
No,
we're good. This is just a practice part.
Now
This is a practice.
Come on.
After the rent on the summer house ran out, Clix moved into a brand new house on his own, totally separate from NRG. And clearly he was doing
His own
pretty well
house?
for himself
Sheesh,
this
chill,
time,
bro.
because his house was apparently worth over $1 million. And guess
Merch
what?
doing
He
well,
was
eh?
still humble about it.
Alright, so this is my room. This is the master bedroom. I don't want to sound spoiled, but obviously I'm in a fortunate situation to be able to afford this.
That's a
Thank you guys so
big
much.
room.
Seriously, without you guys, I wouldn't be able to afford this. So comment and like below.
And honestly, I think that's another reason why people like Clix so much. No matter how much money he gets, his personality has never changed. He's still the same goofy kid from Connecticut who signed a contract with his dad to get his first gaming PC. But as
That's
Clix
crazy
got
to think.
older, his
That's how it
content did as
started.
well. And some of the videos he was putting out weren't exactly family friendly
Oh,
and
what?
advertiser friendly.
What,
And
Clix?
this would
What do
get
you
him
mean?
into a little bit of hot water with his org NRG. And
What have you
on
been
top
doing,
of that,
Clix?
Fortnite as an esport was dying out. I mean, Fortnite as a casual game was big then, was big now, and will probably be big forever.
Fortnite's never
but
going
the
anywhere.
esports scene had sort of died out a little bit. Because of this, a lot of orgs were dropping their Fortnite teams altogether.
It doesn't make any money for them. They gotta drop them.
NRG included. Clix would actually leave NRG this time on January 26th of 2023.
Oh, not too long ago.
I didn't think we were, I didn't think we were gonna ever film this, but if you guys didn't see the tweet, which will be right here, I officially no longer with Energy, and this was something I never thought would happen.
Energy
Clix
seemed like a
ended
really
up going
good
into more
team,
details
to be
about
fair.
why NRG dropped him on stream.
No longer in Energy. The issue with Fortnite orgs is honestly like no orgs make money. I'm gonna be honest, no Fortnite orgs make money right now because Fortnite isn't really org
It's
friendly.
true.
So it's
Orgs
like it got to the
don't-
point where it's
don't
like
make
Energy's
money.
paying me like my salary was a ton, and it's like
My salary
they
was
can't
a
afford it. You know what I'm saying?
ton.
Like if Fortnite's gonna
Chill.
sponsor,
Wonder
they
how
can't
much
afford.
it
They can't
was.
afford to keep me.
And he's got
Energy's decision was 100%
15,000
right, you know what I'm
subs as
saying?
well.
Like, They can't, bro. They were just paying me a salary out of their pocket. They were just losing. Now my salary was the highest in the Fortnite by far. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Clix's
they
salary was the
money. They
highest.
were smart 100% because they're not making any money off the sponsor.
Merch,
But let's just say
streaming, YouTube,
I was family friendly. You
tournaments.
know, like family friendly. Nick A30, bro. I'd be flowing in 200, 300, 400 grand a month, bro.
400 grand a month.
It is what it is.
Now that Clix
Bro,
had finally
the money's
left,
wild.
unlike the last time,
Millions
he
a
didn't
year.
just say psych and resign. For the first time ever since before the World Cup,
What are
Clix
those
was a
shots?
free agent.
He didn't
but
hit
just
anything.
because Clix didn't have an org didn't mean he was going to stop making
And none of those shots hitting him are just crazy.
Leaving NRG barely seemed to affect him at all. Shortly after Fortnite announced the new Central servers,
NA
Clix moved
Central.
down to Texas, more specifically Dallas,
Ooh,
and
jump
got
on the
a
new
$5
servers.
million apartment.
$5
And
million
just a reminder,
apartment.
Clix is still a teenager. He had just turned 18 at the time that he got his place in Dallas.
Not even 20 yet.
Dallas, please. All right, so if you guys didn't know the news, Fortnite merged their West and East servers to make Central servers. So now the servers are now in Dallas. And I know you guys are saying, wow, you really moved because of Fortnite. And I'm gonna be honest, I did.
Things were going about
That's
as
a
good
smart
as they
thing to
could
do.
for a young Cody. However, in April of 2023, things would take a turn for the worse. Tragedy struck and Clix's account was banned, allegedly for teaming.
Yeah, I'm banned for 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
This means that I can't play this FNCS, the Grands Finals, and I also can't play the next FNCS.
What?
I
didn't know this.
So that means I can't go to the LAN event. That means I can't go to the LAN event, and I basically can't play for the next 4 months for FNCS.
This ban was a devastating blow to Clix's career, especially since he had just moved to Texas to play Fortnite.
Yeah,
and
what?
nobody wants to move to Texas for no reason.
What did you say?
Texas is dumb.
Oh no,
Clix
don't mess
goes
with
on
Texas.
to show the exact match he got banned for, and honestly, I think the ban is kind of messed up.
What
I know
happened?
this is like a whole year later and it doesn't really matter anymore, but #FreeClix. Anyways, this whole thing was because of a stream sniper that was messing with Clix.
Stream sniper?
Toward the end of the game, the stream sniper drops a pizza for Clix, and without thinking, he picks it up. Then the stream
Oh.
sniper continues to approach Clix, resulting in his elimination from the game. This shows how much of a problem stream snipers are for the
Was that
pros
stream sniping
like
in a
Clix.
tournament?
Not only are they a nuisance, but they can completely ruin people's careers.
How do you even avoid that as a streamer? That's so
Unfortunately, because of
hard.
this, Clix wasn't able to get his ban lifted, and after 2 weeks, Clix made a triumphant return.
Oh man,
Although
2
Clix
weeks
was
and no
super excited
Fortnite,
to be unbanned, he still wasn't allowed to compete in the May FNCS of that year. Because of Clix's situation, Epic ended up changing the rules later on, so now players with a 14-day ban are only prohibited from 1 tournament instead of 2,
Wow.
but unfortunately that
That's
rule didn't
better.
exist until after Clix had to
Jeez,
miss
2 FNCSs missed.
At
That's
somewhat
insane.
of a low point now, having just moved to a new place and not even being able to play the game he loves, Clix was finally allowed to return to the competitive world of Fortnite.
Man, that must have been a
and
long
luckily
way.
enough for him, he got back just in time to play in the
Clix and Epic
FNCS
Whale.
Last Chance Majors on August 20th of 2023. Him and his new duo Epic Whale placed 4th in North America,
Nice.
guaranteeing them a spot at the Copenhagen LAN. Unfortunately for Clix and Epic Whale, however, they didn't have the best performance at Copenhagen,
Oh,
but it was still
what?
awesome to even qualify. While Clix was banned from Fortnite, he got to explore even more IRL content creation than he had before.
He's got no eye.
And
What
it turns
the-
out he was really good at it. Some of his IRL videos, like surprising a fan with their dream gaming setup,
That's a
got
cool video. I think
3
I've seen that.
times the views of his normal Fortnite
That's
content.
that's quality content. I like the
So
fact that
even
he couldn't
after
play
Clix got
tournaments, but he
unbanned
still
from
turned it into a
Fortnite and
positive
went on
and
to play in
focused on
Copenhagen
something
and
good.
more, he continued to make these sorts of videos, and eventually things went back to normal. But, of course, this is Fortnite YouTube. People are always grinding and coming up with new ways to expand their brand.
Yeah.
So, nothing stays
What's
the
he
same
gonna do
for
next?
too long. On October 10th, 2023, Clix was about to make the biggest announcement of his
Another
entire
big
career.
announcement?
On a daily basis, I probably consume enough green juice to power all of Dallas, Texas for at least a month. I run around 5 to 10 miles a day for exercise. Green juice to stay
Really?
focused.
After a very fun first half of the video, Clix finally made his announcement.
We've acquired a majority share in Access!
Wait, he owns a team? What? He's not even 20 yet.
This was a massive move from Clix, and honestly, one that we've never seen before. Some pros like Lachlan will end up making their own orgs after they retire, but straight up buying an already existing org and putting yourself on the roster is pretty unheard of, and quite the power move by Clix.
To majority own it.
A couple of months
and now he's on the team.
Xset, so not a ton has happened with the org
interesting.
Yet, but I'm super interested to see where this partnership goes, and I'm sure that they have a ton of fun stuff planned for all of us.
As we've already
heard,
the
craziest thing about
teams
Clix
don't always make money.
He's accomplished everything that we've talked about today.
I like his cars. His M5
he even turned
looks
20
sick.
years old. And as of making this video, he just turned 19 in January.
That's
so no matter
wild.
what happens next, it's clear that Clix is incredibly successful, and this
He's
is
just gonna keep on smashing
the
it.
end of his ever-going story. In fact, it's just the beginning.
Oh, what's next? That's insane.